All right, let's see. All right. Hopefully I don't get an echo. I think I've got everything muted, turned down, turned off. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Dangerous Freedom After Dark, where we get to talk about whatever the hell we want. And YouTube really doesn't care. So, there you go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Holy crap. Already 12 of you in here. Let me go scroll back up. Pro Life was, oh, yeah, Pro Life's actually, she's streaming right now. She'll pop over here. Hey, you, Cashew. Thank you very much. I got your email earlier, and it worked. I'll tell you. I mean, my appeal worked, you folks. You know, it's like, dude, there was absolutely no nudity. You can look at the entire stream. The only thing that maybe was nudity was the thumbnail. But I mean, like, seriously, like, we haven't seen way more scandalous freaking icons than that. A chick with an AR in a bikini, and not to mention, you know, it's a chick with an AR in a bikini. American bikini. What's up, Doc P? Virginia Roots. Good to see you. Let's see. Bug Dude. Good to see you. Carries your lunch tray to a different table. Noreen, good morning, or hello, or afternoon. Good morning, evening, and whatever, whenever you're watching this. Some of us are watching this at midnight. Some of us are watching it at noon. I don't know. But good day to all of you. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. Born Eraser, I see you. Not Born Eraser, by the way. It's Born a Racer. Big difference. JP, I see you out there, brother. Best Life, what's going on? And there's my other brother, Sparky. Shane Dixon, awesome. So, yeah, Sparky, proud Army mom. Good to see you too. So, Sparky, I was mentioning earlier. I did a video. I don't know if you caught it or not, but apparently I got one of my stream from last night. You know, the one that you were on with me and Patriot, got taken down because of going against their sex or nudity clause in their contract, and so I appealed it. And just about 20 minutes ago, they were like, "Oh yeah," after looking at it, no, you didn't do anything against our contract or against our terms of service. I was like, sweet. They instantly reinstated it. So, oh, you did see that? Right on. Well, you know what, proud Army mom? I am just peachy. I was a little bit disappointed because last night I went into my son's room and I was like, "Hey, son, can I see your rifle?" Like, sure, Dad. So he goes down to the foot of his bed, pulls it up from the ground. The thing is covered in dust and cat hair. Doesn't even like. It was disappointing to say the least, because I've always tried to teach him you take better care of your tools than that. And I mean, he's an HVAC guy. I mean, you know, that's what he does for a living. So he knows you've got to maintain your tools. He knows how to maintain his truck. But the rifle, just, whatever. I'll just let it collect dust. So I was like, well, if it's going to collect dust anywhere, well, and actually, I'm going to put it in my room because at least there it won't collect dust. And I can keep it maintained, well maintained. The butt of YouTube's joke. I've been the butt of many jokes, Cashew. Help give me thick skin, though. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Jeep? Good to see you. I mean, you know, it kind of defines us, you know, because I'm kind of a short fella. Just be honest with you, but I've worked with other short people, and some of them just have such a freaking attitude. I mean, it's ridiculous. They got what do they call that? Small short man's attitude or short man syndrome. I don't even know. And I always thought it was funny because sometimes some of the crew would go in there and take like cut off 4x4s and duct tape them to his freaking the pedals in his truck. Oh man, it used to make him so freaking angry. I just used to laugh, man, because I've just had a thick skin. I guess I've always kind of had that thick skin. It's helped me out in life. Helped me out quite a bit. Napoleon, yeah, yeah, the Napoleon syndrome, yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, my buddy, survival or CFP. Some of you know him as CFP. And anyways, I guess he's got an intruder coming on their property and making his own little camp out in one of their barns out there. So he's out there hunting tonight. You know what I mean? What's up, Mike Hitchcock? Backwoods prepping. What's up, brother? Are you coming on here or what? You just thought you'd come over and just fuck with me in the chat? I'm Wisconsin. I've been prepping. Yeah, no, I I know some influential people who are bugging out, and Mike, that is actually a very good point. In fact, let me pull that one up in the chat here. Um, yeah, when you start seeing the rats flee the ship, and especially if they're like the king rats, you know what I mean? You might want to pay attention. I know I've been kind of keeping an eye on it. The balkanization of our country. I mean, it's going to happen. I have a feeling that as soon as Texas has already put in motion that they want to secede. I mean, and there's a lot of states, even Arizona, is basically telling the government, "Fuck you." No, we're not going to tolerate your bullshit. I mean, and that is our 10th Amendment right, which, by the way, we will be getting to pretty soon because we are doing that breakdown of the Constitution with my brother Patriot, Backwoods, and our other brother Native. And we're coming up on the 9th, and once we get to the 10th, whole new bag of worms opened on that one. It ought to be interesting. But these are rights that were not given to us by the Constitution. And that's the one thing that a lot of people kind of forget or just overlook, maybe. But these are actually God given rights or given by our Creator, as our forefathers put it. These were rights granted to us by the Creator, to life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Um, Now, they only quantified certain rights, like our right to free speech, our right to our Second Amendment, right to speedy trial, and so on and so forth. But they'd already been through the whole British rule tyranny crap. So they tried to set it up to where the Constitution limited the government. Well, apparently, our government has either just forgot it, which I highly doubt. They just don't give two shits at this point. I'll be 100% off. They just don't give two shits. They will do anything and everything to cutthroat the American people and our freedoms, anything and everything, and they are doing it. I mean, is it a coincidence that every day, if not every other day, we're seeing another shooting? Doesn't matter where. Pick the place. I mean, even in Chicago. Well, Chicago, go figure. Highest gun control in the freaking world, and they have the most gun death. You're like, oh, it's because of ghost gun. No, it's not because of a fucking ghost gun. It's because you got fucking idiots running that place. Why don't you breathe? Okay, that's better. Yes, I get all fucking tirades like that. And this talking short. Oh man, that sucks. What stalking charge? What the hell did you do, Cashew? Why don't you come up here on the panel? Hey, what's up, Scott? Freedom seeds, hell yeah, brother. I got a few of them laying around here. Actually, I got a couple of them. What do they call them? High capacity, freaking extreme velocity motherfuckers. You know, whatever they fucking call them nowadays. I don't know. They're constantly making shit up. What's up, Dusty?
Yeah, I was reading the chat. I was in the chat. Hey, Highland Husky. Well, he don't come up here anymore.
No, he does, but his internet gets really choppy.
I know that we have a good time with that.
I know, right? The Getty thing. The sheriff isn't it? Mm. Yeah, I know, Cashew, but still, that was funny. Exactly, yeah. JP, you know it too.
I'm still looking for the 200 drum mag. It is hard to find right now.
Really?
Yep.
Have you
I want
checked?
the double.
Have you? You're talking about 5.56? I'm guessing.
5.56 or 2.23. I'm chambered in both.
Have you checked Ammo Seek?
Yeah, there isn't any anymore. They're out. They're bought up. And
Okay.
everyone I've found though, that's of any quality has been Chinese. You believe that shit?
Wow, that's hard to believe. SG Ammo is another site you could check out. God, let me go through some of my notes, man. I've got so many different manufacturers and places.
Well, it's like the Kel-Tec, man. You know how hard that was to find, right? It's just harder to find shit when people start buying them out. You know, I bought two KSGs. One was the tactical KSG, and I sold it to my uncle because it didn't look right, man. It was actually shorter. I bought two KSGs. One was the tactical KSG. What in the world? I sold it to my uncle.
Dusty Data. I feel like we have a mind that coincides with each other.
Have
you ever? You think that you're something special because you have property. Well, let me tell you the things that I've seen that is beyond the realm of things that you can understand.
No shit, Scott.
Oh my God!
You crazy motherfucker. What are you up to? What are you fucking up to, brother?
I don't know what's happening to me.
I think he took the wrong pill. Next time, take the black one.
Dangerous freedom. I need you to look at me.
Drugs are bad, MK.
There are things coming that you just don't understand. Maybe one day I can explain these things when you're in the fifth dimension with me.
God,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, is that like when we go on a peyote trip or something? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Kind of creeping me out. That is cool graphics, though. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah. Didn't you do the Donald Trump one the other night too?
Donald Trump, he is only but a pawn in the inner dimension that I reside in.
Mongo is but a pawn in the game of life. Ah, name that movie.
I'm feeling really weird right now.
Well, take another shot then.
I
You
got
be
this.
careful with that technology now.
I got
Yeah, I
this.
know, man. Next thing he's gonna like be impersonating me. I
I
know,
got
JP. Yeah,
this
exactly.
sensory.
Lawnmower man. Thank you. That's what I've been thinking ever since freaking Patriot showed me this the first time. I was like, God, that reminds me of a fucking movie. Which movie? Lawnmower man. Yep. I don't know. It doesn't suit you.
Well, I didn't know the internet had a southern accent.
Good day, mate. How you doing there, eh?
You know, that would actually make a pretty good film for something that if you made a video like if the like Terminator, the internet's coming to life, Skynet,
Uh huh.
and then he goes out and shoots his laptop.
I know, right? With the 12 gauge. Ain't gonna be nothing left of that damn computer. I'll make sure 2 rounds. That's all I need. One to the back of the head.
What'd you say?
My God, he's creeping me out. What is this like? Is this your interview for TikTok? I mean, what are we doing here?
There's a lot of sad things
I
in
mean,
the world
like
today.
seriously, you seen some of this shit on TikTok? Oh, by the way, Patriot, did you get the message? They lifted the strike or they lifted the ban or whatever. My appeal worked, so our
Who
show is
lifted?
back up.
I lifted the ban for you. When you
Uh,
called me, I took care of it.
okay, all
Just saying.
right. Thank you, Mr.
You're not.
President.
I'm still in charge.
Damn right you are, even though you're not.
You need to remember this.
You're in charge. No, you're not in charge, but technically, as far as I'm concerned, yes, you are still technically the president. So I am curious to find out if anything happens, but I'm guessing probably not because we know our government is 100% corrupt. So fuck them all. And
Uh,
we've got to be prepared for what is going to come down on us, man. That they're going to hate us. They already don't like the Patriots.
I'm
Probably not
so.
very fond of the preppers. I mean, dude, have you seen what they're doing to the Oath Keepers? I was watching part of a 60 Minutes special they did hacking on the Oath Keepers last night. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Dude, the Oath
Man,
Keepers, man, these are fucking sworn men and women that, I mean, some of them are still active.
the
Oh
oath
my God,
keepers.
dude, it was such a fucking hit piece, dude.
The oath keepers.
Pissed me off.
Do you think the oath keepers are something today? Man, we have things going on in the background that is so much further than the oath keepers. The oath keepers are all but pawns in the game.
Right on, Jim Bob. Down here, 480, brother. I'm representing Virginia. Oh, is Virginia going to bed? Oh, it's Sassy Valley. I'm sorry.
Zombie! Zombie!
Man, freaking Patriots been over here fucking with me here for a minute. Let's see. We got
I ain't got no damn sense. Oh my
hey.
God, it's still on.
Okay, hey, all right. Hey, you's going to bed. All right. Good night. Hey, you. Sorry, I missed that
I
earlier.
don't blame him. I'd go to bed too.
Sassy Valley. Good to see you, hon.
Because
Oddball.
there's
What's going on? Jim Bob. Yep.
something
Like I
wrong
said,
with us.
I know, man.
Wow, look at that face he's got.
Hey, what's up, Shelly?
You like that one a lot better? Huh?
Actually, I do prefer this face. This one
It's-
is one I
It's
recognize.
freaking. What, dude? Look, let me tell you something, man. Them goddamn Canadians can keep that weather up there in their neck of the woods, because this dadgum 40-degree weather is stupid this
Man.
time of year.
Yep.
It's cold outside.
Hey, Michelle. Welcome back.
Alan said 3 got jabbed pretty good. I forgot to tell you, I took the jab about 3 weeks ago.
You didn't die.
But is he lucid?
Nah,
It's really changed a lot of things about me.
but he hadn't been lucid there for a while, so I guess it
I
works
will
out.
tell you one thing.
Oh no! Oh no!
It makes you grow in places that you're not. What? Who is that?
You did not take that Jabberwocky, and no, you won't.
Gosh.
Don't you come on here getting on to me, woman.
You know, honestly, I was on the phone, and I'm not ready to go to bed yet. And I looked on my phone, and I saw this crazy looking white, like milky looking man doing this like thing, and I'm like, I knew who that guy is. He can't hide behind that. There's no mask that he could never hide behind.
I think I'm trying to figure all this stuff out. I'm trying to figure out how to make me one of them intros or whatever. Man, I don't know how to do all this stuff, man.
Dusty, come on. I know you got it logged in there. Pull it up, man. Share screen it. I'll pull it up. Dusty just did one. Oh my God, it's kick ass for his property, man.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Dusty. Dusty, I have a question. Was I supposed to do something today? Yeah, see, you're just as surprised as I am. So I was on Prepping 101, and I went to your thing because 101 was having some issues. So I muted my mic and come over to your channel to say hello. And I saw the ugly prepper who's not ugly, and I saw, you know, a bunch of others like Milkmaid and
Yep, Milkmaid won.
and yeah, she's awesome. And I'm like, so then who was it? Cherokee?
No, it wasn't. It was
Or Kentucky? I don't know. Somebody told me, yeah, and Ron was on there. Somebody told me that I was supposed to be on your show, and because I didn't show up, Prepper Chive took my place. I said, really? Because I don't have an email, and I don't, it's not on my calendar. And no offense, but I don't play games, and I probably would have been like, well, I love you, but no, I don't want to be.
You told me like 3 nights ago you was going on Prepperty.
I did not.
Yeah, you know,
I didn't have anybody actually send me any emails to play.
I want to do something like this right here.
Send me an email.
But
you're always welcome on there.
Am I right? I was not supposed to be on there, correct?
I hadn't planned on you, but if you wanted to, you could have.
Well, I love you again, but no, I don't play games, and I can't. My attention span is like it's non-existent at times.
Oh yeah.
Anybody can play. Who wants to play? I invited Patriot down here to play.
So maybe they were kidding with me. I don't know, but
probably I didn't shout you out or nothing.
No, and I thought that was weird. As soon as I said hello in the chat, they're like, "Oh, you know, Lake Ferry, you're supposed to be on here tonight, but instead, Prepper Tribe took your place." And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh crap! Did I say I was going to do something and I forgot?" Like, and then I started feeling really bad. So I'm like looking through my emails, and I'm like, "No, I don't have an email." And I do not remember talking to you about that. So then I was feeling really bad. All right. So now that we have that all straight in Lake Ferry,
if you quickly ask my name, I'll forget.
It's okay. The game is rigged anyway. All right.
I know it is. I saw that. So, look, this is my basic.
That's okay. Good to see you.
I come up with this like it took me like 20 minutes to come up with that.
I like it.
To figure out how to do that.
What's underneath prepping?
It's just backwoods and prepping, and then it's the Arkansas flag, and it just says hunting, fishing, prepping, gardening.
Gardening. Okay, that's
Okay, gardening, yeah.
Oh, I can see it now.
I can't, dude. I don't know how to do all this stuff, man.
So, do you mean how like Arkansas started to like do the whole?
Yeah, I don't know how to do all the music and all that. How do you do all that, man?
I don't know. I'm not interested.
Create an image, or man, I don't even know what all that stuff is called, dude.
I call it fancy stuff.
Photoshop.
That's
If you want, I can help you out with it. What I'm using is Adobe, and it's just like an editor. And I bought the program, so it gives me like the Photoshop deal, so you can rearrange pictures and stuff.
So, did you say Adobe? I need to smoke Adobe or what?
Adobe. It's Adobe Reader.
Don't tempt me now.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, I
have
do.
one.
Yeah, me and Dusty
Wouldn't say the whole thing, depending on the strength of it.
We're talking about this backstage. A minute
No,
ago.
I just
The conservative patriot. It's Adobe, Adobe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like when you get Adobe Reader to get like your PDF files and stuff. You can download that.
Well,
Yeah, it's just an operating system for editing.
I can either get an Adobe or I can get a Berkey water filter. I think
like
I'm
all right, that's the wrong place to come ask.
Adobe
All right,
smoke.
we'll talk about something else.
Scott.
Like that. You like this, man? It says property.
Yeah, pull it up, dude. Pull it up. We'll play it again. You're on here. I know it's not copyright.
That's fancy, right? That's fancy stuff.
It is. It is fancy.
Backwoods.
It's all what. It's not that sophisticated. It's really plug and play and type and search. I didn't do anything other than it was a pre-programmed thing that allows you to edit the lettering, which is the font, and it's going to keep those effects to it. The one I'll show you when I give Prepper Tribe one. I shouldn't show that to you.
So Backwoods, you want to go getting all fancy on me now?
Well, I just would like to have something where,
like an intro,
like that.
Well, it kind of ticked me off because in Arkansas always says it, and he was like, well, I was going to make a video on this, and then dang, I was looking through YouTube, and somebody just made a video on it a while ago, and so I'm going to talk about this, and I'd been thinking about for a couple of weeks of 2 or 3 weeks, man, of like having some kind of a quick intro of me saying something, like the thing, like when you prepare your mind, all else will fall into place, and then have my little intro, but then he started doing it, and I'm like, well, damn, I don't want to copy off, I don't want it to look like we're.
Well, you won't, because it's going to be yours. So like Dusty Data showing that big ball of fire, and all of a sudden it just goes across the screen. Like, I don't see anyone who has that.
I have.
Because I was thinking about, backwoods and prepping, but, I was thinking about kind of like having a little bit of sort of a music like this, like, just something that's kind of like upbeat, like I don't really I'm not really a big, I like country music, but it's got to be like real old school country, and Hutch has got some kind of old school type.
Do you want like metal or rock?
Like a metal rock, like I like
rock.
Yeah, if I'm telling you, if you pass me tomorrow and I'm in my truck, like I've got 2,700 watts of stereo system with subwoofers and freaking door speakers, and like it distorts your vision, and like I'm usually jamming either heavy metal or rap. Like seriously, that's what I jam.
Bug Dude says Backwoods have Prepper Tribe make you a dope beat.
Yeah.
He doesn't want dope. He wants heavy metal rock.
Well, I want kind of a, well, yeah, like, well, Kid Rock, Kid Rock's got some pretty metal
Right.
type,
Yeah.
something. I mean, it's really funny because I saw something one time. It was some study, and they said most people, when you see them at 40 years old, what they're jamming is what they'll be jamming when they're like 70. And I'm like, I can see them going down the road like jamming some freaking dun 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 dun.
No,
You know?
my kids are the same way. I mean,
Hanging my head out the window at them kids, be like, yeah, you fucking kids.
Yeah, well, my kids, I mean, they play in kind of a metal band. You know what I mean? So, yeah, dude, they're always jamming out like Tool or.
You damn kids.
Yeah.
So here's all the Adobe stock. You go to Adobe, they got all this music. You choose from it, put it in your shopping cart, you license it,
Oh, cool. See? Do you see that, Billy?
and then you got to look for, when you're looking for music, you put royalty free.
All white and small. Like,
What small?
it's all white and small. Like,
Oh, yeah. I can't see what he's got up there either, but.
it's all white and small like Ron.
It's Adobe, man. You go into Adobe, you sign up for it like you would.
Welcome to Backyard.
Or Backwoods, right?
Backwoods.
No, it's Dangerous After Dark.
We got
This
fishing.
is Dangerous Freedom's Backwoods After Dark.
Yeah, like I want something exciting like welcome to the backwoods.
Here's one that the bullet holes get shot all in the diamond plate.
Just with somebody just growling and shit. Like, just
Yeah, I get it.
show
Yeah.
me like
Do a beat, and then you'd be like,
Welcome to the Backwoods.
it's like when I like have a couple of little clips, of me. A
Phoenix.
couple of little clips of me like when I set the hook on a fish, like jerking the lips off that fish, just be like, just freaking rocking the boat when I set the hook.
Okay.
I'm feeling a lot of testosterone from Billy tonight.
I know, man. I think he needs to go out and kill something.
Yeah, come on, do it. Wow. Get it out.
Are you having withdrawals from the gunpowder?
I'm going to be waking up.
I shot a weapon about 3 days ago, so
That's what it is.
I did. I got to admit, y'all, I'm sorry. I was kind of having you, Dusty. You're so right, dude. I actually did I actually took a bullet earlier and dumped the powder out and snorted it. Like it was a line of coke, man. It was just like, I was like, oh my God.
Did you go fishing again?
No.
Oh.
No, it freaking rained all day and like cold wind blowing out of the north, like hard and thundered and lightning and stuff all day. That's why I did a line of gunpowder a while ago.
I heard something about Canada before I come up on here. Like,
yeah,
should come get their weather back out of your yard or something.
Yeah, they can keep their weather up there.
Yeah, they can come back. They can come get it.
Yeah, come on.
I think Northern girls got mad at me because I discovered today that Cherokee Survival, Northern girls, God dang, who all was it? Man, it was like 5 different people I was subscribed to. All the bell notifications were turned off.
Yeah, a bunch of.
And I'm like, man, they've been making like 5-6 videos, and I'm like, damn, this pisses me off.
A bunch of us have like 4, 5, 6, even 10 subscribers. Someone was telling me today that they were unsubbed from almost everyone.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
only happened to me once. Like for unsubbed from like almost everyone.
So I couldn't even work on my damn
myself. I
boat
don't want to
today.
call them that.
I couldn't even work on my boat today, man, because it was pouring down rain and freaking lightning and stupid weather today. So I couldn't even work on my boat, you know. And I mean, it's one of the batteries went bad, the trolling motor battery. So I gotta get a new one. And I was like, 2 or 3 times, you know, I was like, well, you know, the rain would kind of slow down. I was like, well, hell, I'll go out there and pull that battery out and run it up, you know, to the auto parts store and get another one. And I'd get my house shoes on, come out here, and it'd start pouring down rain again. I was like, well, screw this. I was just like, screw it. I'm going in there and watching Westerns. And so I've been watching Westerns and people shooting each other all night.
Wow.
Yeah, right on, brother.
Now
Go
I'm
in
starting
and
to
watch Rambo.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think it was HD Movies. It was a Western Sunday, and they were like Audie Murphy and freaking
Oh,
Joe
God.
McRae, and you know they were all shooting everybody all day. So
Oh my God. There was a joke in a chat, the Prepared Mind earlier, and said
Did it?
Kamala Harris is the only one who's been cocked more than John Wayne's rifle in his cowboy days.
That's bad.
You know, heels up, man. That's how she got into her position. You know. Oh, but we're not allowed to speak about stuff like that because they're the most popular.
So what's the deal? Did they come back and talk to you or something? The YouTubes, because when I first turned YouTube on, your show
Yeah,
was
they sent me an email saying, okay, you know, we got your appeal, we checked it, and you're good to go. Yeah, there was nothing, nudity, nothing, and it was just a false claim, most likely. It happens.
That's what I told you, man. I told you.
Yep.
I bet somebody tried to report you because
Yeah.
they didn't.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They may not have liked me. I don't know. I mean, who cares?
I don't know.
It's back up, so piss on them. How about that?
My Core 15 belt. Oh, I've been wearing that thing all freaking day.
Man, that's a $395 General's belt. Don't be lying to nobody.
What's wrong with Dollar General belt?
No, that's not a Core 15. It's a Core 15. I mean, it's got.
They're real leather, aren't they?
Wait. Listen.
He's got a generic brand that's like Core 3.
Actually, at our Dollar General, I saw those Ralph Lauren polo belts at the freaking Dollar General. I kid you not. The whole horse with the guy on it and everything else.
That's not a real Ralph Lauren. That was a Ralphie Lorena. You just misread it.
No, it says Ralph Lauren right on it. I saw it. I looked at it and I just shook my head and walked by. I was like, wow.
Shell,
hey, what's going on, brother?
What's up, Mark? Man, gee.
You want to pop up here, man? I'll tell you what, y'all are welcome. I've got plenty of room for others.
Shell, I know the weather is just stupid right now, man. You can't get nothing done out there, man. I've got the lights on but man, I do have tomatoes growing already.
Like maters, like you can almost
look, hang on a second.
I heard that Arkansas had a earthquake.
Ow. Let me turn my green screen off.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't. It's like
hiding the plant. Hang on a second. Let me get to it here.
What's the sticker up there for?
Because it tells what kind of plant it is. Look.
Oh, did you buy it that way?
Oh, wow.
bought
He's
it.
already getting tomatoes.
I ain't throwing that crap from seed. I ain't got enough room around
Oh,
here.
well, you're cheating.
So
And you're smart.
I didn't have to spend all that time. Look at that. I got maters.
Yeah,
I got two booby maters.
yeah, you
Yeah,
got.
it almost looks like. Never mind.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Ron.
We
I was
got
thinking
two
that.
little manners sitting
But
right
there's
there.
I got a little tiny one over there in the middle.
hey, but there's actually two more little ones over here.
Yeah, I saw.
I need to pick these suckers off here.
Yeah.
And remember the other day, Lake, I think you were on there the other day when I
Yeah.
What?
How is that doing? So he cut his mater. Like he told me to do mine, and he went and did his. I'm like, well, I'm going to watch yours first before I do mine. Yeah.
look,
Like, you do it first. How are they
Look,
doing?
look how healthy that is.
Yeah. Where's the
Sucker's
little
growing good. Now look, there's the ones I cut off.
Are
Look,
you watering them good?
yes. Look at them.
They're
Look
doing
at
good.
them. All standing up tall and proud.
Well,
Like
I
a
think
young
I'm
man.
doing mine tomorrow. Why not?
I told you it works.
You did tell me.
I cut these two right here. Let me turn that down a little bit where y'all can see them. I cut them two right there off of this right here.
Now, are we going to be cracking eggs too?
Yeah, when I plant them in the ground, you dang right, I'm gonna crack eggs and I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
Like, I'm kidding. I told you it would work. Look at that.
Hey, I didn't doubt you. I just wanted to see you do it first before I did.
How long ago has that been already?
Like a week? Not even a week. It's been like a week.
Yeah, maybe.
Look at them. They're good to go.
Yeah.
No, I remember when I remember the day you posted that. You're out there,
We
yeah.
were
You
on,
see the
we were
bottom
on
one, you
Trust
stick
in
them
God's
up.
channel when he cut them. And I'm like, oh my God, he's doing it. Yeah. Hey, Pepper Nerd. Good to see you too. Ooh, Pepper Nerd.
Prepper
I got
Nerd,
something
if you go back about a week in Backwoods channel, you'll see the video where he's out there doing his planting. He's planting you were planting peppers and marigold, if I recall correctly. Right? That's the one. But you also showed the tomato plant, and you were talking about how to cut the stems off.
No, I didn't. Well, I was talking about doing the peppers, but the other day on Trust in God's live stream, I cut that tomato plant all the way down, and then I took a couple of the leaves the stems that I cut off and cut the bottom part off at a 45, and then kind of scraped it a little and planted it down in dirt, and the suckers are growing, man.
Awesome.
That was for Pepper Nerd.
Yes, I think
Yeah,
we all
trust in God. See, Trust in God's here. He's lying. He knows I know how to plant. He saw it.
Hey, Art, what's going on, man? Hope you weren't back there too long.
Ark Wild Man.
Man, I don't know how you always keep that smile on your face, dude. It's I mean, dude, like,
Hi, Michelle.
Ark Wild Man, I'm gonna tell you, if you keep showing all that good food on TV over there, I'm gonna. Well, I call this TV because I don't. The only thing I watch on the real TV is westerns. But if you keep showing this on the YouTube TV, man, all that good food, I'm gonna get a couple of my buddies and we're gonna come raid you, man.
Okay, sounds good to me. You know, it's really easy.
I was talking to Ark Wild.
I thought you
Man.
were talking to me. I'm sorry,
No.
because I was posting recipes too. But go ahead.
Oh, was you? I was.
There was plenty left.
I bet, man. Hell, you had like 9,000 crawdads.
Those are good.
Yeah, they are.
They are yummy.
Let me ask you.
Garlic butter and like a little bit of like Cajun or like that Old Bay seasoning. It's my downfall.
Let me ask you a real question.
put that shit on everything.
I know you ate the tail, but do you suck the head too, Ark Wild Man?
Ugh.
Yeah, and the claw too. I eat the claw meat too.
I'll eat the claw meat, but
I won't do the head. Nope. That green slimy looking wasabi junk.
Oh God. Oh my God. I've never had that. Oh man.
No way.
Oh God. Oh man. Thank God I've never had to cook a crawdad.
Did you guys find out the identity of that shooter in Austin, Texas?
No, he's still well, kind of, sort of.
Well, the left is not even talking about it.
They've got a pretty good idea.
He was a former police officer. Yeah.
Yeah, but well, last I heard, they still haven't found him yet. He's still on the run, and they're asking for people to hunker down.
I haven't been found.
As it was,
But
as it was going.
But now think about it. We're talking about Austin, Texas here. I mean, they're freaking like one of the liberal shitholes in
Oh yeah,
Texas.
that's what I said. Yeah, San Antonio too.
I mean, it's like you're not going to take the guns out of Texas.
if he
I mean, you can try and take common sense, but
hold on, hold on. There's a shooter still on the loose in Austin, Texas.
Yes.
Yes. As far as I know, yes.
I would be hunting. Like tonight, I would like seriously be hunting him like a big old buck deer, boy. I'm telling you right now.
This is Austin. If you did that, maybe the cops would thank you when they have to come fill out the dock outline. But
Zach?
I guess
Frankly, they would never know I've been there.
Hi, Zach.
That would be good.
Hi, Zach.
No, but here's the thing. As it was going on, I was reading the comments because it was a local Austin news station that was going live showing this. And I was reading the comments, and people were saying, "Oh, I bet you it was a Trump supporter. I bet you it was a white supremacist," and all this other stuff. And I couldn't believe it. They were calling us neo-Nazis and everything. It was just crazy. And a lot of people actually said this has nothing to do with Trump, and that got over 900 likes just saying that. It had nothing to do with Trump at all. It had to do with an evil man with an evil agenda. That gun wouldn't go in that place and kill people on itself. It's that evil person behind that trigger killing people. So more gun control is not going to fix the problem. And it's not.
No. Yeah, but it's going to take a lot more people to wake up. I mean, we hold our tools very closely. You know what I mean?
Wait,
and
who?
That was Art.
Where'd Art go?
Maybe it's
you got to agree though. Some of these shootings got to make you question wave that flag because with all these gun control bills.
We were talking about that earlier. I mean, it's like every other freaking day now. Yeah.
Did you hear Biden today call our AR-15 a weapon of war that spits out 100 ammo at a time? The guy's on. There's something wrong with him. Seriously.
Yeah, my gun's that bad.
Yeah, it just fires on its own. I know. Bad rifle.
100 rounds at a time.
Yeah, that's what he said.
All at once, like
he said, he's going to ban weapons.
Hold on, I gotta say hello to the chat. Prepper Nerd. If I didn't properly say hello, Lisa, I see out there. John Miguel. Hi. Good to see you, All right.
He's going to ban all assault weapons, assault rifles, especially the AR-15. He called it a weapon of war. That's got to go. And that's what he tweeted out today.
No, he can tweet all he wants, dude. Arizona became our own Second Amendment.
Hey, Littlefoot.
So she fell asleep before dinner time, and now she's up. So she's two-fisting hot dogs in sub roll. Yeah, that's how you say it. Oh, you told me don't say it like that. Okay, let's rephrase this. She has 2 hot dogs in small sub rolls that she is eating at the same time. You're just laughing.
That sounds better.
It's kind of making me hungry.
There's something wrong with them New York folks, ain't it?
Hey now. Hey now.
We're not.
Well, I
New
mean,
York.
now I've heard of double fisting drinks. Hot dogs, no, not so much.
Yeah, I don't
We
know.
don't eat hot dogs in this. Well, my son does, but yeah, my daughter Sarah, she showed me a video of how they were made, and I never liked them anyways, and that totally made her not like them anymore either. So we're good on that. And if they are made, I will tell my son literally to spray the whole house because I'll puke. Especially if he boils a hot dog, I get nauseous. It's an instant nausea for me.
Now these
It's
are
that
not
smell.
temptation.
Zach's got something to
Oh.
say. What you got, Zach?
Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Life is stupid as fuck, and his family should be ashamed.
His wife should be ashamed. They're letting her husband is, she knows medically what's going on with him, and what's a national embarrassment besides that? That's her husband. She took a vow, and she's allowing this to happen. And that's just as bad. Not that I'm saying I support Biden, but we all know what's wrong with him.
Yeah, he needs help. He needs to go in a
No, we need our
Like you
rightful
said.
we need our rightful president in office, and we all know who that is.
I think he ate too many hot dogs when he was
Well, I
young.
keep hearing Mike Lindell. Keep hearing Mike Lindell's got the evidence. So where is it?
Man, that
Question. I mean, even down here in Arizona, because we are doing the audit of the voting
Y'all-
systems and
dude,
ballot.
come
The
on,
thing
man.
is like right now it's going through the Senate, and they're saying it'll be like 30 days. This is about a week ago. I still keep my eye out, but it's still all hidden right now. What's up, staying high for life? What is going on? Wow.
Y'all, when are y'all gonna? Okay, I'm gonna go on and bust some people's bubbles right now. When are y'all gonna understand that we got what we got? There ain't no coming back for anybody else. There ain't
I agree.
no going and changing anything. They have done what they have done. We are going to have to deal with it. The only way that things are going to change is when we stand up and really freaking get ready to throw the damn knuckles. I'm just telling you right now, he's not coming back.
I have a faith.
I don't think he's coming back either. I take
Coming
You
back.
know,
I take my
It's
red
all-
pill every
I got
morning.
faith still.
Every morning I take my red pill right before I take my black pill. So I understand what we're in.
We still got.
I'm
still
not
got-
that kind of guy that is freaking out there thinking, oh yeah, some by the miracle of God, is gonna come back and save us. No, I don't see that. I don't see
We still got.
we're gonna have to stand up as our own people, as our own individuals, and fight this. That's the only way.
That's the problem. That's been the problem, is that everybody wants to say, well, I'll do a little something here, or I'll do a little something there, or I'll bitch about it on the internet. The problem is that not everybody should have got together. The whole thing of it is that you still see people today saying, oh, I lost my guns in a boating accident. Well, I buried my guns and whatever. Look, we have passed up the opportunity to fight, and it is going away every day. Because I can say that I've been out there. I've been at the capitals. I've been in these cities. I've been in these places with body armor and AR-15s and pistols strapped to my side, and stood up to these people. And there was 15 of us that showed up. And then I go on that night on the internet, and there's 100 people, and there's 1,000 people that I look at in the chats and everywhere else, and everybody's. We need to get their ass. We need to really do something. Well, I've been out there on the streets doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else was out there. There was 15 damn people showed up, man. Dangerous, you had a big response right around the corner from you. Where was you? I'm just saying, man, I'm sick of hearing how it's going to, well, there's going to be this, there's going to be that. No, there's not. Until everybody stands the hell up and does something. until everybody stands up, pull their bootstraps up, grab hold to your nads, and freaking stand up and go out there and get it done. I've been doing it.
All right. Okay. All right. I get your rant, brother. I know we've discussed this before. Now, I am fortunate.
I'm just saying,
I
man.
am now. I am fortunate that I live in an
I
area.
heard it there.
Hold on. I am fortunate that I live in an area
Sparky
where
went, Shell went.
the police stand up, so the civilians don't have to get involved.
Oh,
because,
come on, man.
Yeah, no, they do. And honestly, if the police needed extra help, they would get it, dude. We don't get riots. We really don't. Not down here.
We worked with the police.
I
We had
know.
police coming out, police coming over and talking to us and saying thank you for being there.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you for having our back. We need support.
Yeah,
We
for
were
us,
there.
Our cops didn't need any support. Thank
Yeah.
God. We got enough.
Nothing beats this right here. I don't know if you guys seen this.
Oh, Zach, I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead, Zach. You got something to say?
If this ad project turns out the way I think it will, then I might be able to run because this is going to earn a lot and I'll have money behind me. I'm fed up.
I'm fed up too, Zach. I'm right there standing with you. And exactly like Backwoods just said, if we don't start doing something about this, kiss everything goodbye.
We should have been doing something about it like
I know, like
10
7 years ago. I know. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
No,
I agree with you.
It has to go.
I've
way
been doing it, and it's really disappointing to see everybody talking crap about it. And then I go out there and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going out there and standing up. I went and spent $4,000 freaking dollars on body armor and ARs and freaking body cams and elbow pads and all the gear that I needed, helmets and crap. And I went out there and used the stuff. I went out there and put the stuff on and went out there and stood. 15 people showed up. 15.
Well, it was enough. It was enough to stop the drama, right?
He said it correctly right here. That man was right. I'll have to send you a copy of this, Zach, if you
What
like,
does it
for your
say?
wall. Right there. 2 enemies of the people. Let me read it right here. 2 enemies of the people are criminals and government. So let us tie the second down with the chains of the Constitution so the second will not become the legalized version of the first. Thomas Jefferson.
I love the classic quotes, man. I'll tell you what, man. And we're coming. What is it? I think we're on the 18th today, right?
Yep. Well, it's the 19th now.
Which means tomorrow is
Okay.
Patriots Day. Now, if y'all don't understand what Patriots Day is, back in 1775, there was this battle. A lot of us know it as Lexington and Concord, or a lot of more famously known as the shot heard around the world, which is
There ain't a lot of people that can celebrate it tomorrow. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I'm going to be celebrating it.
Why?
Because I am a patriot.
I can celebrate it
Can you
tomorrow.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What, you trying to talk down to me? What?
No, I'm just saying,
about-
man. God dang.
No, he's just upset. Stop arguing.
I'm upset because 15 freaking people shows up.
That's what I wanted to
And then
talk
I
about.
go on,
Backwoods.
I
Oh,
go
come
on
on,
the
man.
YouTube. I go on the YouTubes and people are steadily talking about I'm burying my guns. I'm hiding my guns and
Man,
people are talking about we need to do something. We need to stand up and fight.
The day you start
I'm like-
burying and hiding your guns is you've already lost.
yeah, you've
I'm like,
already lost it.
Where was y'all at today when I was standing out there and there was 15 of us and there was like 200 of them? What if there
Yeah,
would have been 200 of us?
Shit. In my area, dude, it would be more cops than anything. Like, I would go out there
I don't
and the
think the cops
would
weren't
be-
where I was at.
the cops would probably be
I have
like,
not
"Oh,
even heard
got
of
it.
anything going on in my area.
Let's go home." I mean, like, honestly, we don't see it get out of control like
This
that. down
this is why I changed my name of my channel. This is why I just went a whole completely different direction because everybody talks shit but nobody wants to show up when it's time to do real patriot shit. And I'm pissed off about it.
I have a
I don't-
question.
I don't blame you, brother, but I live in a state of New York where barely this county even went Republican. So if I could change that, I would. Like, I can only do so much as far as like local neighbors on both sides of me. I got someone across from me to finally wake up, but it's going to take a lot more than just you and I, you know. But what do you do if you live in a state
Can I
like
just-
I do?
Staying
Can I
alive.
discuss my approach?
What's up, Dangerous?
I'd like to
What's
discuss
up,
my
Patriot?
What's up?
What's up, Pro Life?
Charlie Hood.
What's up, Trailer Hood?
I heard you ranting, and I had to come up here and join you.
Yeah, that's my
guys,
brother.
guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, bud. I'm sorry.
Can you
I
hear
Yeah, I'll
apologize.
let you. Yeah, you go ahead and speak, and then if you don't mind, after you tell them what you want to tell them, I'd like to have the floor for a couple minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's clear the runway for me, and then we'll clear it for you. So, I want to discuss my approach because I don't have guns. I've never touched a gun. Krista Crafts, I thought I was crazy driving my car today, guys. The only thing I was doing when I was driving was driving, and I said it. And I'm tired of this calling people crazy. And then I saw in the comments while I was driving people talking about prepping 101. Stop talking about him counting the numbers. That is part of our study. It is important. That's not him being vain. That is us capturing data for a reason. That is our litigation should we need it to defend ourselves. So we're all witnesses. So let me jump to the cool stuff. So I don't have weapons. I'm not crazy. I happen to be very brilliant, and I say that because I have to. Because I don't have a badge, I don't have a gun, I'm not on television, I'm not a movie star, I don't want to be. So all I have is my energy and my kundalini. So I must keep it strong, and you must hydrate. And I know I sound crazy. I sound crazy even to myself, but this comes from the study. It comes from the correlation. So if you're only studying one facet of the cancerous tree, you're not noticing all of the other facets. So I'm super studying, okay? So I'm looking at Space Force. I'm looking at the technology. I'm looking at the future that is the present, that was the past, that is the understanding is strange. It makes you realize that, holy shit, we live in a freaking 8-bit Nintendo world that has always been capable and possible of being Men in Black world. And so, yes, I feel like I'm an actor working on a role to try and understand the digital soldier. We're all digital, man, and especially if we're studying. So what are we doing to help? This is what we're doing to help, especially getting better in the comments and the sections and not being little catty cunts to each other. We're one human family. It's all about progress. I drove on the internet tonight to show and demonstrate. If you go back to Mark's stream, instead of judging me, watch my eyes. Watch my eyes. I'm looking at every single mirror, every piece of instrumentation. If I make a move, it's because I've super studied the landscape in front of me, behind me, to the side of me. I turn down my volume so that I can hear, so I can see, so I can predict. So I'm driving a 3,000 ton or whatever box of a weapon. I don't do that lightly. But what I do have on my box is art that I drew with a window marker. And on the hood, it looks like a rising phoenix. It looks like Marvel Comics. It looks like turbines and vortexes from Nikola Tesla, from Studying Empires of Light, a book by Jill Jones, which is supremely fascinating because it brings us.
I'm thinking like Back to the Future, where you got like freaking lines ran to the rear end of the fucking vehicle. You're getting ready to jump through time or something.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's another thing, man. That crossed my mind that I am accelerating, like the acceleration, man. Like there is something to it, and I don't want to discuss it now because it's too deep and it's very strange. But it is all about magnetism and energies. And I think I'll drop it there.
We'll save that for another stream, huh?
Let's let Trailer Hood talk. All right,
you really want to do that?
Yeah, I do. Because I know you, brother, and I still watch your stuff, man. Even your live streams, I lurk, man. And
Yeah, actually, my live stream, I'm doing it at 10 a.m. in the morning, Sunday through Thursday now. I moved to 10 a.m.
Oh, okay. Sunday, 10 a.m. That's that's Eastern time, right?
Yeah, but see, the thing is you guys can actually literally listen to me driving to your commute to work, having your coffee in the morning while you're at work, whatever. You ain't got to get on there. You can just sit and listen, you know?
No, I get what you're saying. No, I get that
You know?
totally. It's just at 7 a.m. Half the time I'm not up because like it's already 11 o'clock. I'll probably be on here for another 2 or 3 hours. Like seriously, I don't wake up until like almost 10 a.m.
Hell, I think I've only ever seen you make it my way anyhow, maybe once or twice, because I don't know what kind of sleeping narcolepsy, insomnia you possess, Dangerous, but you have the most fucked up schedule I have ever witnessed in a human being in my life.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you know what's crazy is because all the years I was in construction, it's like I'm used to waking up before the sun. You know what I mean?
And not getting home until it goes down. I feel you.
Pretty much. And now, because of the I've been laid off.
I was that earlier.
Yeah.
So
my sleep schedule is gone to crap. But I found a niche in the after dark. I mean, we've got 72 people in here at 11 o'clock, and for a lot of people, it's like 2 a.m.
Well, the reason why I went to mornings is because too many people that I actually am friends with, that I have some kind of relationship with, or I follow on YouTube, they're all doing shit at night. You know what I'm saying? So I figured, fuck it, I'll start doing it in the morning because there needs to be people in the morning to talk on this stuff too, even when others can't maybe get on the panel or engage with them. They probably would still like to have that kind of morning time show going on as well, just to listen to. But with that being said, let me get on here and start talking about the shit that fucking Mr. Backwoods Prepper was talking about, because I can fucking totally relate with what he was saying. 100%. Look, I'm with you, dude. That whole shit. You remember when Antifa was Black Bloc, right? I know you do. If you've been out fucking going to state houses as long as you have and I have, you remember when they were fucking Black Bloc, looked like a bunch of half-retarded fucking high school kids coming out there after school all dressed up in black with fucking bandanas over their face, going 6, 7, 8 rows deep, fucking 30 or 40 of these dumbass little fucking PlayStation playing, Call of Duty fucking playing retards, thinking that the fucking video game world was the real world. All right, I understand the frustration with hearing motherfuckers sit and say, with hearing motherfuckers say, "Oh yeah, I'll be there." Spend months and months and months setting up a rally or a protest at your state house or your courthouse or your fucking municipal area in town, and then when you fucking get there, nobody's there. Nobody's supporting what you went through, but everybody's got something to say about it. Everybody's got a fucking opinion about this shit, but nobody wants to get their fat ass off the fucking couch and stop watching Sunday football long enough to fucking do something about it. Look, folks, the truth of the matter is the reason why we're where we're at is because we don't exercise our rights. It's just like everything else. If you don't exercise your muscles, they turn into waste. They go away. You don't ever get it back. You have to exercise these rights. And you've allowed these fucking morons to convince you that it's okay to let them fucking take, steal, and oppress the shit out of every fucking one of us and tell us that it's against the law to exercise our rights. The last year that we've lived should be a big fucking eye-opener because the First Amendment is gone. It is gone. It's never coming back. You have lost freedom of religion. You've lost freedom of speech. You've lost freedom of press. You've lost the freedom to assemble, and you can't even fucking address your grievances with your government anymore.
Jim Jordan said that
I think a lot of this responsibility falls back on our freaking parents and our grandparents.
No, dude, their time is over. Their time is over. This is our fault.
Dude, like
it's time to stop laying the blame on everybody else. It's our own faults.
Yep.
Look, Look, the bottom line is it's like this. Because, look, we need to stop making excuses on why we have all these corrupt-ass fucking road pirates going around fucking raping people's fucking their wealth from them on some bullshit and then killing people all across the country and us making reasons to justify the shit happening. These cops were not hired to fucking rob us of our wealth and to fucking kill our brothers and sisters out there. They were hired to enforce the law. They weren't hired to try you. They weren't hired to execute you. They weren't hired to do anything other than enforce the law. That's a problem. People need to stop fucking excusing this shit away because it's wrong. 100% wrong. Go ahead. I see your hand up. If you don't stop me, I'll just keep right on going and
Oh
stand
no,
all the way
I'm not
through.
going to stop you, and I want you to
That-
keep
that-
going.
that's
Before
great.
before everyone got on, I wanted to say something. What Patriot was saying, and now what you're saying. What are y'all gonna do, including ourselves?
That's the problem is we don't. Nobody really knows what to do.
Last summer, the shit show we saw last spring and summer. It's
I
gonna
gotta
be
feel like this.
freaking worse. You want to know why?
I'm not going to give
Hey,
that
hold
too
on.
much.
We can't talk over
Time
each
out.
other.
Yeah, we one at a time.
One at a time.
I was talking, but if you guys all want to talk over me, that's fine. I was just
No.
had a question. The shit show that we saw last spring and summer will be worse. Do you want to know why?
Because they're getting sloppy about shit now.
Because we all allowed it, and yeah, they take our police rights away from them. They're damned if they do. They're damned if they don't. They have no freaking. They're supposed to uphold the Constitution. They're supposed to serve and protect, not sit there with their balls tucked up underneath their assholes.
Yeah,
Did
I agree.
anybody not see 60 Minutes tonight?
Go ahead, Zach.
I watched it. I did watch it tonight, brother. Man,
Zach had
the
something.
one with the Oath Keepers.
Go ahead, Zach.
Are you talking about the one with the
Go
Oath
ahead,
Keepers?
Zach.
Wait, this way. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all.
They will
He
have
keeps doing that.
to be 6 feet under the ground before they fuck everything up. I'm to the point where I don't give a shit if they want to be whiny ass bitches. Come at me, motherfuckers. Try to make my fucking day. I'm done and my head is going to fight for you guys. You guys make me want to fight with a passion that I've never had, and I'll never ever back down.
Amen.
The thing is, though, is
Okay.
we need to
Zach.
fight. We need to fight in a diplomatic way and not a bloodshed way.
Well, I think
We
it's
really
gonna
do.
be
We
very
really do.
soon. If we don't do something now,
We need to be prepared.
Hold on. Kay's been in here quite a bit.
We're going to need the diplomatic side, and we're going to need the fighting force side.
All
Just
right, Kay's been in here a pretty good while and ain't said nothing. Go for it, Kay.
I think. Well, Buddha
I
said
miss
that
your face.
he wants to do it in a diplomatic way and not a bloodshed way. I think if we don't do something soon, it is going to be bloodshed. And
Well, that's what they're
Well,
pushing.
Black Lives Matter already said they're coming. They're coming for every city. Doesn't matter what the verdict is. They're even coming to small towns, your
hold
own neighborhood.
Hold
Your
on.
suburb.
Yes,
Hold
they
on.
did.
You,
Antifa
look,
did.
Michelle, when it
Antifa
comes to that
did.
shit, you got to take into account how much of that shit is actual propaganda and how to get people fucking fighting and how much of it is truth.
I
Come
get
on
that,
now.
but don't lie that it's not going to happen in some community or some town, because it more than likely is. Look what happened in New York City the last 5 days. I mean,
Look,
come on now.
Look, I want
New York
to
These
share
videos
something
aren't
with you.
lying.
Look, I want to
New
share
York
something
is
with you, Michelle. All right. I have actually literally been personally attacked on social media by Antifa and Black Lives Matter, threatening this and threatening that. All it is people out there intentionally trying to stir the pot. They ain't doing shit. Most of that stuff that you see that comes out on Twitter where they're saying, let's start going out and fucking murdering all the white babies and this, that, and the other. All that is some jackass making a fucking meme to piss people off and cause more dissension. That's it. And people fall for it hook, line, and sinker every day.
Okay, but this is not a hook, line, and sinker when it's a video of people actually promoting people to go out and cause violence in the streets.
They were
That
not-
happens every day,
Did you not-
everywhere.
I get that, but it's going to be an escalation of that. Even the Bible speaks on that.
So since when did we start?
You can't see in the
What?
next couple of years that people like punks like that are not going to escalate. That you're going to see more
You
people
want to know what's going to
die
escalate?
because of that.
you know it's going to escalate it even more? Falling for it.
Where'd you hear that?
I'm not falling for it. I know what the Bible says. So,
You know,
Did you guys hear that?
I'm just saying there's things that it's things
Bible
like
doesn't
that
lie.
we spend more time focusing on and less time focusing on things that we can't actually fix. Like taking back our local cities and getting people like us that understand and still study civil liberties and the Constitution and shit like that to run for office and try and fix this shit from the inside out. That's where we should be attacking this. Not worrying about what Twitter says.
it's not Twitter. I'm just talking about people putting out. There's actual videos of them threatening people, though. I'm just saying, you're going to see an escalation of that.
See, now what you were saying is exactly how my city is rolling, for the most part. I mean, dude, we have
good for your city too, then, man.
Dude, we just became Second Amendment sanctuary, okay? And it passed as soon as it got to our governor's desk. Our governor is also the same one that said, "There, as long as I'm governor, there will never be a red flag law in Arizona." I mean, he's against that kind of shit. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. And I know everybody's yelling.
He's talking about the same governor who voted for Biden.
Kiss my ass. I did not.
I didn't vote for Biden or Trump. I wrote in freedom and liberty.
Amen. That's my nickname.
Me personally, I didn't feel like any candidate in 2020 had anything to offer this country or stood for any of the values that I believe in.
So, Trailer Hood, what do you propose that we do?
Well, like I said, the first thing we need to do is we need to start tackling taking back our communities and our cities from these corrupt individuals. Because in your local communities and cities, you actually have more influence and power because you have personal relationships with the people that are close to you. Therefore, you can more so easily influence people to either vote for you or vote for someone you support that is going to actually help fix the shit locally. Locally is actually affecting you more than federally is. I think personally that we all need to stop focusing on the Fed anyhow. I think we should tell the Fed to go fuck themselves. I think we should all every state should take their sovereignty back and stop giving them fucking federal tax money that's unconstitutional and tell them we don't want their federal subsidies. You can take all that bullshit and shove it right up your fucking ass and build a bigger fucking wall around DC as far as I'm concerned.
Fuck yeah.
You should
Trailer Head, can I ask you a question?
You should take a look.
You can ask me anything you want.
Are you a God-fearing man?
I am a spiritual person. I do believe there's a creator, whether you want to call him God, Allah, Buddha, whatever. I do not buy into the fucking that Big Bang or that all that other crap. Yes, I do believe that there's some divine power that is greater than us.
Have you heard about the movement that I have asked Zach to make the website? Have you heard about it yet?
What's it called?
It's called The Hand of God Across the World.
No, I have not.
We're pissed off. Patriots are pissed off. But it's not just America. It needs to start here because that's where everyone looks to. But that's exactly the kind of voice that I want for this.
Right
Maybe
on.
That last swearing, but honestly, as long as we're not cursing God, fuck yeah.
I mean, you can ask Dangerous and Backwoods. I was only swearing because it's this channel, but I have actually gotten better with my swearing. I used to be F word every other word.
The people are. That's right, Billy. But I'm serious.
But if that's the case, I want to get a hold of you anyhow because I got a buddy of mine. His name is Jeremy Dieters. Kay knows him, and I think that you and Jeremy should link up together.
Oh, definitely.
Because Jeremy is actually a former atheist, and he has been in the Anon and Patriot movement for probably the last 15, 20 years, and now he is a God-fearing Christian that carries a Bible everywhere he goes, trying to get people to open their eyes.
If you remember the old Testament or the New Testament, actually, when Saul became Paul. Saul was a conqueror And then after he killed a bunch of Christians, he found his way to the truth, and he ended up changing his name and ended up becoming a born again Christian.
Yeah, Jesus also told us if you ain't got a sword, sell your cloak and get one.
Hell yeah. I sold a few of them, and I got body armor too. I've got the whole armor.
Good.
Yeah, amen,
Why
brother.
don't you use it?
I do. I shake my butt in it.
Yeah. Awesome.
No, there are no watch things you come on, Patriot. You know me better than that.
No, I think there's a lot of things that we could do. You know, the other thing that we could do that could possibly help fix this issue that we're in is, like I was saying earlier, we need to stop excusing all this police violence. Whether you support police or whether you don't support police, the one thing that we all need to start getting behind is none of us support bad cops, period.
Nope.
That's something we all need to get behind. We need to stop excusing this shit, and we need to stop allowing them to use the color of law as a way for them to get away with breaking the law.
I'm telling you, if 70% of cops were good cops, the 30% would not be getting away with the bullshit that they've been getting away with.
Well, and see, that's why there's people like me that doesn't believe there's a such thing as a good cop. Because even if you aren't the one actually doing the shit that's going on, if you're sitting there turning a blind eye to shit and allowing it to happen within your presence and not speaking out against it, then you are just as much a part of the problem.
Where did Billy go?
Huh?
Where did Backwoods go?
Oh,
I probably triggered him for a minute, so he went to take a piss and come back.
He'll be right back.
Probably.
No, but like I said, Billy, you know, with everything he does, he's pissed off because when he tries to do something, 15 people show up. That's enough to piss anyone off.
No, that's why I come on. If you notice, I come on here sporadically because of that, because people get excitable.
Well,
at times.
Yeah,
Backwoods was already a bit fired up before you came on. So.
Well, see, the thing with me right now too is, look, I'm tired of the Q supporters. I'm tired of all this. You know, Trump's going to save the world shit. It drives me nuts. I'm tired of people acting like Trump was some perfect president that he wasn't. The man made multiple mistakes. He did not keep all of his promises, folks. We need to hold him accountable. We can't make him this divine being that he's not. And this this new rhetoric that's been going around with these mass shootings, that there weren't no mass shootings during Trump's presidency. Bullshit. Stop lying to yourself and other people. One of the most egregious mass shootings happened during his presidency. The Vegas shooting happened. The Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High shooting happened during his presidency. Yeah. The fucking what was it? The Texas that shooting down at that Texas Army base happened during his presidency.
And then you had they had a skilled.
Yeah, you had the Dylan Roof thing happened during his presidency. I mean, so come on, stop saying that he was infallible.
I know, Nate.
Not to mention, I do recall him saying and actually campaigning on the fact that he was going to get Wall Street out of Washington. And I do recall him being the one that brought Wall Street right into Washington, right into the White House. I'm pretty sure that Mr. Mnuchin was a Goldman Sachs chairman. That's Wall Street. So we need to stop excusing even our leaders just because we might believe or they might be talking to us in a language that we can relate to.
Dude, I tend to be my own leader.
Go ahead,
my
Kay.
mom is kind of pissed at me about that too.
Zach was trying to say something.
I'm creating logos and an e-commerce website. The orders will be able to ship across the world.
Thank you. You got it. So you can go across the world, not just like here in Canada, and so UK, everything, Australia. You were the
Anything
main.
I can do to help Lake Fairy, let me know.
Hey, Kay,
Well,
by the way,
actually, I'm really glad y'all are fired up because I need help. I'm not good with words, and I tend to be a lot like Trailer Hood over there. When I get pissed, words start flying, and I want to not
What we need
do that. No, because when you're a voice for something that big, just because we started something doesn't mean like it's mine. You know, I had to bring back the reins on this because I was starting to get some weird stuff like, oh, well, it can't be about God because, well, not everybody will join.
So what?
Well, the thing of it is that I was like, well, no, because now you're ruining it. Stop it. Like, so I got pretty pissed off. I have every right to be pissed off because when you have something this big in your heart that you can't find words for, that all you can do is be so pissed off that you cry because you can see where our world is, not just America, but where our world is going. The fact that everyone looks to America and to watch us fall, that's it. People are giving up hope. They're giving up faith. They're giving pissed. These people.
Do you realize how on point you are with what you're saying right now? Because I talk to a lot of people all over the country and all over the globe. Literally over in the UK, over in the Netherlands, over in Australia and Canada. I talk to them all over the globe. And there are so many people that are, look, the media has everyone convinced that the rest of the world is laughing at us, that we're the laughing stock, that they think we're all crazy, but they're not.
We are still
everyone to understand that. They are not laughing at us. What they're doing is they are hoping that we will actually be the country that everyone's always looked up to, and the people of this country actually put shit in check. They're wondering how much more the American people are going to take before they say I've had enough, or if they're going to just let their freedoms and everything be taken from them. Because what most don't realize is the rest of the world relies on this country. If America falls, the world falls.
Yeah. And I've had enough. Damn it, I've had enough.
Yeah, you're awesome. I want to help any way I can.
I need.
And I will. You know what? I'll help you too, man. For real.
I
My
need
channel.
you guys because I'll be honest, I have no idea. I've had a vision and I've had a thought from a subscriber who talked about just praying, and I'm like, it's got to be more than just praying. I know praying's powerful, but for the world to see, people need to see stuff. You know what I'm talking about? They need to see it be real, and
Hey,
I need help. I need help.
Kay has access to all my information. She is the greatest secretary I have ever had. I would not be able to do anything without her. Kay, go ahead and make sure she has a way to get a hold of me.
I put my info in the private chat.
And I will, and look, I will help you in any way I can, and I will link you up with people that have bigger platforms and a wider reach as well that can help you out. You know,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really overwhelmed, and I have, in a sense, I know what I'm doing, but I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, I'm all like you, okay? This is how I ended up here. All right.
Yes.
I basically did a big I grew up taught one thing. I tried to learn other things, and what ended up happening is as I got older in life and this convid shit happened, everything all came right back to where it started for me in my journey of spiritual knowledge. Okay. Everything came right back to the start. And then I realized that what I'm doing right now is exactly what I was put here to do. Just like what Kay is doing is what she was put here to do. And same with Dangerous, same with Zach, same with Pro-Life, same with you, same with Backwoods, same with everybody that is putting their voice and risking everything they have out there to get people to see the reality of what's going on. We are all doing what we were put here to do. Now it's time that we actually do it, you know, and it starts out small. Everything starts out small. But when it's just and it's right, it ends up taking on a life of its own.
That's what I'm really envisioning and praying and hoping. I'm not hoping, because to me, at this point, having a faith and a knowing is better than a hope, because a hope, I don't know, like we need hope still, but to me, even that hope part is just not strong enough.
No, all hope does is lead to people being heartbroken eventually. You know, we need more than hope. We need security. We need something tangible. We need something that we can count on and that we can focus on. That's what we need. All hope is the starting block.
Well, like Patriot was saying earlier, even Jesus said, "Sell your cloak and buy a sword." And well, some of us have bought not only the sword, and we've also bought an extra cloaks, and actually some really thick ones, if you know what I'm saying.
Go ahead,
Zach. Got something to say.
I'm here for every single one of you. I can't be more appreciative of you guys accepted me, so anything that I can do to help, I will. You are my family and nothing will ever change that.
God bless you, brother.
Yep. Thank
We
you.
love you, Zach.
You know, the truth of the matter is, Zach, is you actually have more courage than most grown-ass men that I've had to get in arguments with because they won't stand up for their rights.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
Guess what, guys?
You know,
Next weekend, you guys are going to see Zach and I on one screen.
Yes. That's going to be
Yeah,
awesome.
it looks like Kate looks
you know
like
that
trying to kiss me. What are you doing over there?
hey, you better stop flirting with my YouTube wife.
Dude, I've already got one, and that's Nikki.
I remember that conversation. You talked to Zach's dad, right?
No, I'm just saying she may not be aware of it until just now.
Hey,
but I'm just saying.
Oh shit! Oh,
I can't help
you
redheads,
guys,
man. You're my kryptonite, man.
It smells like seal.
So, like Zach said, his friend or his guy, I'm just going to call him Zach's man, he's working on the last thing, right? And I'm going to be honest with you guys, as much as I love Angel, we decided to go with these because that's what people voted on. I wanted something stronger looking as far as the logos. I did. I honestly wanted something stronger looking. And Zach knows that. But we went with the two logos.
I'm actually a professional artist.
Oh.
If you would have known me, I would have drew you up some shit.
Well, here goes Zach. He's got something else to say. He was thinking the same thing I was. I guarantee it. It's like, we need something stronger. I'm so excited and nervous that my chest is shaking from the inside out.
Now, see, I've spent most of my life, like I said, I'm a professional artist. I've always had art skills. I'm a musician. It's like I feel like every talent my mom had to offer all of me and my siblings, I sucked out of her when she gave birth to me, and I was her first child. You know, and I spent a lot of my adult life wondering why I was given all these gifts, and I always lived in poverty and always had so many uphill battles to fight. You know, why was I given this? Well, because I'm supposed to be able to feel comfortable speaking in front of people, being around people and shit like that. Honestly, I'm supposed to be out here speaking and using my voice in any way I can to preach truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and for me, if when I'm laying on my deathbed, my kids, when I take my last breath, can say that their dad was an honorable, ethical man, and that they want to follow in my footsteps and finish my work, then I have done my job. And that's all I want.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's all most of us want. Oh, Hawkman. I'm sorry. I see you back there. I'm sorry. I was cleaning my weapon there, brother.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, responsibilities, man. Responsibilities. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Hawk.
Hey, really quick.
How you doing, man?
Zach's got something to say.
I have connections and it's not even funny. My logo guy is Canada and he's wicked as an artist.
Hell yeah. Zach, did you see that YouTube has a live feature now?
Really?
I'm so excited, guys. I'm honestly, they're banning my channels left and right.
Yeah. What is it? That's what tube?
YoreTube, YORE tube.
Okay,
.com.
Ken,
I just put it in.
have that, but I couldn't find a way to upload, and it wasn't uploadable for like you and I yet, right?
Yeah, so he's been working on it. So it's been pretty glitchy. I mean, it was glitchy yesterday even. But I mean, he's very communicative about what's going on. You know, he hasn't been lying, sitting there saying, "Oh, it works. It must not be," you know. But no, it's great. I actually the only thing is I don't think he has it set up to where you could do the what is that, RTML
HTML
stream keys yet. You just have to do it from the site so far. But it looks like he's finally got it going, and so I imagine here in the next week it should be able to add it to like a StreamYard.
What about this Odyssey?
Odyssey, I don't know. Are they doing live yet? No, Rumble is beta testing live.
My buddy Sparky. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Dude, if you're going to take bong hits, you need to wait until after you speak.
So, anyways, my buddy Sparky said they are doing live over on Odyssey. I have not checked it out, but I think maybe he said like what he was saying in the chat earlier. Freaking Brian over at High Impact has moved over to Odyssey. Even Salty Cracker has he's bringing his people over there.
I'm on Odyssey. It's just it takes forever to fucking upload anything there. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love, especially for getting videos. Like, honestly, I'm subscribed to like a lot of channels that are not from our country that aren't as censored. So they're actually getting like a lot of our news before we do. And it's really interesting seeing that. Let's see. I just put that in. I guess I could put it in the private chat too.
See, I'm just tired of fucking having like 30,000 social media platforms anymore. I'm done with it.
Honestly, YoreTube and your spot, unless something fucking goes wrong, which I don't think it will. And honestly, I think if something did go, I honestly think he would really fight it. He's already fought once with Google Play Store and the Apple Store.
Yes.
And won. So, and the site is, I mean, it's, I actually like the way the site is set up better than I like Facebook.
Well, this is where I'm at.
Talking about this, YoreTube. I remember when he put a video out. Doesn't he have dark hair, kind of a smaller guy, but not, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got something to say there, Zach? Go ahead, Zach.
I have 8 videos up now on YouTube, and actually Brandon loves what I'm doing.
Hell yeah.
Well, where I stand right now, me personally, I've been enjoying this game that I've been playing with Facebook and YouTube. I've been enjoying the fuck out of it.
With it too. I like pissing in their eye.
Oh, trailer! Did you hear? Freaking! I did my Saturday night forum because every Saturday night I do a forum with my brother Patriot, and I get other guests on. And so, anyways,
why ain't you ever invited me?
So,
what are you doing next weekend?
You guys got to be nice now because we just passed the peace pipe now. So you got to be nice.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think I've got your email.
You should. If you don't, I know Patriot does.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I'll have you on. That's no
Absolutely,
problem.
dude. I'd love to come on and speak with you guys.
I don't do it quite like I do this stream, where I just invite anybody and everybody on. I
Right.
try and
It's
keep
more
it
of
down
a.
to, like,
It's more structured.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And so, anyways, so they hit me with a sex and nudity policy.
Gotta stop
And I'm like,
twerking.
what? No, I was not twerking. Hey, smart
Really?
ass.
They hit you with sex and nudity? And dude, last night I was on a stream. I
So
watched this
anyways,
mom.
I went back. I appealed it, and I was like, look, dude, if you go back, dude, I reviewed the stream. There is no sex, nudity, nothing. In fact, we don't even talk about sex in the entire fucking thing.
I don't believe that.
And so, no, we didn't.
I still don't believe it.
That happened
But so
after.
anyway, all right. So I'm thinking what it was is because my thumbnail was a white
Yep.
girl. Pretty,
Yeah, I remember that
good
thumbnail.
looking white female with pair of USA bikinis on. Well, at least the bottom part, and then firing an AR-15. And I'm like, that's a great thumbnail. I love that thumbnail. And so I put it up, and I think that's the only reason why I even got a strike. But they looked at it, and it's like, it doesn't technically show any nudity. Can't see any crack. Can't see any nip.
Meanwhile,
Good to go, right?
last year's top song was "Wet Ass Pussy." Really? Come on.
I know, right?
Right.
Exactly. And they're
If you can
showing
call that
drunk on television of women shaving their private parts on the freaking afternoon television.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it, but I've seen it. I just turned it on, and my husband's like, he puts his head down. I mean,
Yep.
that's really bad, you know?
Well, it's like I was saying the other day.
Disgusting.
Where are we going?
Like I said the other day, man, when's the last time there was actually a television program on TV that had any kind of moral fiber or a message in it? I mean, the last one I can remember is Little House on the Prairie, and that one was still sketchy.
Yeah. Oh my God, I remember that.
Didn't
one.
the guy actually end up?
Michael Landon? He also did the when he played the angel in
Touched by an Angel.
No,
Highway
no,
to
no.
Heaven.
Yeah, Highway to Heaven. Thank you.
Highway to Heaven. Yeah, I remember that.
That was a good show too.
Yeah, but Michael Landon, man, that motherfucker was a Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, I read about that. I was like, whoa. You know,
Oh
Melissa.
yeah, somebody in the chat said Duck Dynasty. They are still.
Oh yeah. They still,
Are they
They're
still
they're-
producing new shows? I
I
didn't
think
think
so.
anybody
I know
really
that's
produced
still-
anything in the last year. It's like
I think they've went more podcast style.
If you follow Phil Robertson,
I was going to say
Um,
Phil Robinson's on YouTube.
he still puts out content. I'd say at least weekly. Yeah.
I got my lift for my Jeep in the shop next door from their shop.
Well,
They're
I got
really nice people.
the ball joints, upper and lower, and the sway arm linkage on the driver's side replaced last week on my on the fucking Crown Vic. Now I got to do the passenger side this week and see if I can get it done without breaking myself.
It's a Crown Vic. What year?
2000. It's got the police interceptor in it too, man. You hit the fucking gas pedal on that thing and it's gone.
Holy crap.
So
That
does that have
I'm-
airbag?
that was
Or-
absolutely
switch?
hilarious.
Yeah, I think Zach's got something to say.
Oh, by the way, I'm thinking YouTube isn't really challenging my channel because I really think that they will know they'll fuck up messing with me. If they do, I will be fighting for you guys in courts.
Oh yeah, bro.
They don't care about. Hey, bro, I want you to understand something. They don't care about you. I'm straight up. They don't care about you. What you need to understand is all they care about is the almighty greenback. And if you fuck with their money, they'll shut you down just like everyone else. Not only that, you love your country, so therefore you're an enemy to them. Whether you're got health problems or not, you are still an enemy to them.
Yeah.
No,
They're afraid of Zach's lawsuit.
Do you all remember? Do you remember a while back there was that black militant group? They called themselves the NFAC.
Yeah, the not fucking around club.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then he did that one video where he freaking pulled the bolt back.
Yep, Grandmaster Jay.
And the thing, yeah, and that weapon is just fired. Well, I'll tell you what.
Hey, look, Dangerous. This was the same dude that was wearing an airsoft fucking tack vest to rallies, acting like it was some legit shit.
This is not cycling properly.
And the fact that he thought charging the fucking bolt on his rifle was firing the fucking rifle was laughable.
Yeah,
that's why his guys were shooting each other by an accident at every rally they went to.
Well, and wasn't one of them that instructor that shot himself in the foot?
No, I don't know if it was.
No, one of them was one of his instructors.
Putting it in. That's what I was trying to say, but I was on mute. You definitely cleaned your rifles pretty good there. Keep them nice and clean. Do you get out shooting a lot, Dangerous? Like with all your rifles, or do you got a particular one you like to shoot with?
I like to, but every couple months.
Do you have a favorite?
Gunpowder's not cheap, man.
What's that?
Do you have a favorite? You got a favorite rifle there, Dangerous?
The one that works.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that. So
I said, do you have a favorite rifle?
All of them.
Oh, my Liberty. By far my Liberty. You haven't seen her? Oh my God!
I don't think so. Right. I like my 308 or my. I'm still love my 22. I mean, that's the gun I remember as a kid shooting. I still like my 22.
Hey, 22 is still the deadliest round.
You want to know why it's so deadly?
Because it goes in and doesn't go out, so it just.
Right, it bounces around. It bounces around inside of you because it's so small.
Yep.
That's why they call them tumble rounds.
Yeah, I keep it right by my bed. I used to have my 30-30, but I locked it up. Now that is nice.
All right, so on the one side, I've got the 3% logo, the Second Amendment, and then come around.
Look at that big, scary BB gun.
Oh man.
You got the Arizona logo, and I love these things because I can grip them without tearing up my fingers too bad. And then on the very top.
Hey, tell me your tack light's at least a green light, right?
Please pick up and shoot. I'm either.
No, see, my tack light's a green light, man. It lights, dude. I go outside and it lights up everything in the backyard. And then blinds people.
Oh, yeah, this
one does. I got a green one too. I just mine are locked up right now.
Well, hey guys, I'm gonna jump out, but I'm gonna post links. I'll be in the chat. But this next
drop my information. Drop my information if you
I'm gonna be dropping out.
I will
here in a couple minutes. I got to make a couple shirts tonight.
And thanks for organizing all that shit for me today.
Absolutely. I meant to get on too. I passed out. And then Sean emails me. He's like, hey, they took your new channel. No, they are shadow banning the new channel though.
Well, why don't you come up in the morning?
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely, like I said, also, if you can, shoot me anything else you want me to put on that, on Messenger, and I'll add it. Now, do you want me to put your fascist book link on there?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I don't do much. If you notice, I don't do much on Facebook anymore.
Yeah, but
yeah, actually, I'm going to get you. I want to put a link to that national convention website for people, and I also Dieters has got a website that he's trying to get up and running again. I got to get the website off of him, and I want that put in there too because that's a national thing that he's trying to get going.
Yeah, absolutely. I push that National Assembly link a lot too. And then anybody.
Well, yeah, that's a big
wants
way for
one of
people.
Those links. So there's an online chat that you do not have to have, and you do not have to fucking sign up. You don't even have to put your name on it. You could literally just click on the link and chat in there with no name. Or you can put a name on it, and then just bookmark it. I can make one for anybody that needs one, as well as the online notes. And now, as far as the online notes go, they are completely editable to anybody that has the link. So, you might want to save a copy of it. That way you can clear it if somebody goes in and puts some dumb shit, or it accidentally gets erased or whatever. I try to.
You are 100% in charge of all that shit for me, and I'm not fucking with it. You know all that.
All right, I got you.
Yeah,
Well, like I said,
I'm over here cleaning weapons and shit.
But yeah, if you ain't doing anything this morning, Kay, come on.
Okay.
Because so everyone knows, my schedule is 10 a.m. is when I'm going to start every morning.
Okay.
So it's easy that way. But I want you to get up there. I want you to get up there this morning, and I want you to share more about that your spot and your book or whatever it's called with people. Yeah. Get it out there. Even though I'm not going to go and switch, I'm going to ride this out until YouTube fucking explodes.
Right. I'm just over here to piss in their eye. So.
I still want a copy of that video that you put out that got you 50,000 fucking subscribers overnight, because I want to stream that.
Yeah, I'll send it. I don't know if you noticed, but the Fleeting Thoughts episode 1 is the one that I recorded with you. I took the audio from when I read it to you.
Hey, if you want, I'll let you finish that out on my channel.
They'll take you down so fast. I
don't give a fuck. And you know what? I'll pop right back up just as quick. Do you know how many troll accounts I have now?
Can I have your channel, Trailer Hood?
Huh?
Can I have your channel?
Trailer Hood Voodoo. It's Trailer Hood Voodoo Ninja. If you type that in the search bar, I'm the only one on YouTube. I swear to God.
Okay.
Here we go.
But yeah, I don't look, Kay, between Citizen Man and JB Gunner constantly fucking blocking me, I got like 22 troll accounts now.
I found it. You have 300 subs on that account?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay.
Thank you for subbing, and you're welcome to come by and share what you're trying to do as well.
Okay, the link that I put in there before Trailer's channel, I encourage everybody to go watch that. It is freaking spot on. Everybody talks about Dewey, and when they do, they talk about everything but what that man did. And that man is the one that started Common Core, and he's the reason we're in this whole fucking mess that we are.
Are you talking about President Dewey?
What is no, he was a general, I believe. Crap, now I can't think of his damn name. It's stuck now. Brain fart. But so he's the one that took phonics out of our schooling, and he's the one who took cursive out of our schooling. So what did that do for us? We started doing sight words. Okay, that's just like bullshit. You're not actually learning. You can't expand your vocabulary on sight words. You have to have phonetics.
My 28-year-old daughter started having to cite stuff in school, and she got so frustrated. All they've done is frustrate and aggravate our children and create freaking anxiety and chaos and confusion.
Well, you notice that we didn't have ADD and we didn't have these behavioral learning disorders until we took away phonics and cursive schools.
Hey, don't mess with cursive now.
Math is now racist. Don't forget that. Math is now racist.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because those two really can be 5 now.
Don't be messing with cursive now, because that's our code language now.
Well,
us old people are the only people who know cursive. Don't be teaching these new kids this stuff. It's no. That's code
You
language
might as
for
well
us.
forget about the Constitution then.
Well, we can print it for them. We can print it for them.
What are you talking about?
Don't teach them cursive. Damn it! No, don't do that.
Most of these motherfucking kids don't even know what the Constitution or the Bill of Rights are.
Oh,
No.
You're not kidding. You're not kidding.
Yeah, you got to spell it out in
I
plain
remember
English.
in 5th grade, everything was U.S. It was U.S. history, and we learned about the
Yes.
Civil War. I spent the most of 5th grade. Actually, I spent most of my schooling because I was homeschooled, and my grandmother is the daughter of the American Revolution. That woman.
Is she
I
really?
had maps.
Hey, you want to hear
Huge.
something funny, Kay? My youngest daughter and my youngest son, they are direct descendants of Josiah Bartlett, who is one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence.
Cool.
Very
So
cool.
you know
Dude,
the person
very
that Mel Gibson plays on The Patriot.
Mm-hmm.
That
Is that your
my family.
grandpappy?
That's my family. That would be my 4th or 5th great uncle. Yeah. So
Awesome.
breaking
Zach,
the secret.
did you have something you wanted to say?
Fuck you, Zach.
Nice one, Zach.
Come at me.
Hey, I know sign language.
Up their ass that.
Say it again, Zach.
Come at me. I'll file lawsuits up their ass that they will realize that they fucked with the wrong person. I can sue on ADA, First Amendment, and more.
That's right.
I ain't scared of your lawsuit. You ain't getting no money out of this poor white dude. Hey, by the way, the Broncos suck. You need to get rid of that pennant.
He's working on it.
Hey, I'm in Colorado. I think all sports suck now.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what it is? Sports is nothing more than a modern day Coliseum in fucking what in Rome. That's all it is. It's a distraction. It's
Gladiators.
Distraction. Yep. It's a distraction to keep us from focusing on what we need to focus on. That's what keep these wannabe keyboard warriors sitting in their recliner drinking beer and eating Doritos on Sunday while their plate carrier and their rifle collects dust in the closet.
That's that's a really negative attitude.
It might be a negative attitude, but look, man, my biggest pet peeve with the Patriot community is these motherfuckers that say, "Call me when the revolution starts."
Oh, no,
fuck
I
you.
agree. No, see, I hear what you're saying. Okay, I was a Marine. I
Thanks
served
for your
my
service,
country.
man.
Yeah, and before I was a cannabis grower, I experienced life. I see. I see where preppers come from. I see where the religion people are coming from. It's kind of weird. Everybody's truth that they're speaking is actually true. The thing is that nobody can bring it all to a common ground. Nobody can bring it all to meet in the middle.
Right.
Where everybody recognizes, okay, we all recognize this fucking problem. Now let's do something about it. Okay.
Well, no. Let me add to that. I don't think it's that they can't all recognize that it's the same problem. What they're having an issue with is the power structure. You got too many motherfuckers doing a dick measuring contest.
Oh yeah,
and wanting to be in power.
Yep.
Good night, Kay. Good night, guys. I got to head out to the craft. I got to order. I got to put in by this week, so I got some shirts to make. I'll see you guys, okay?
Okay, lots
Yep,
of
later.
Good night, young lady.
Good night, guys. Yeah, love you all. Bye.
I mean, it's that dick measuring contest is why I got out of the militia and the Patriot movement. Straight up, I was just tired of it.
Yeah, it's I get that too. It's like Patriot Prayer. Up here where There's like no real community communication. It's just fight kind of, aspect. And they're, we got to get back to teaching people the Constitution. We have to get back to teaching people the original Bill of Rights, and understanding that there are amendments that are believed to be, believed to have passed and everything else, because they told us that, but in all actuality, they're not. And
there's amendments that are believed to be necessary that aren't necessary.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
But they have a bunch of other bullshit put in it.
Yep. I mean, if you think about it, all we needed was the first and the second.
Yep.
Well, but at the same time, if you look at the Bill of Rights, it was literally laid out perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
It really was. Yeah. Because if you look at it and how it was worded, it never mentioned sex, it never mentioned race, it never mentioned religion as far as separating people. And when it addressed the people in this nation, it always addressed we the people. It was the people, not man, not woman, not black, not white, people.
Yep. But this is the thing is identifying as a man and not a piece of cargo, which is where they've had us for years. That's why they've gotten away with all this shit.
Well, the thing is the problem that we have right now too is they're trying to treat the Constitution like it's a living, breathing document, and it isn't, and was never meant to be.
Mm-hmm. It's not supposed to be growing as it goes. No,
it's
actual and final.
Yeah, it's written in stone. This is non-negotiable.
Yeah. Well, see, now they
and that is why.
But they say okay. But see, now you just said this is where you can actually start an argument, because the Georgia Guidestones are written in stone, saying that we want 500 million people for the population of the world.
But the Georgia Guidestones don't protect my inalienable rights.
Right. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. It's the idea of being able to throw that argument in there.
Hey, hold on, Zach. We see you, Zach. Hold on. We see you. But the thing is about that though is people need to understand too. We need to get people to really start realizing. I even hear patriots that are very knowledgeable make this statement that the Constitution grants us rights. The Constitution doesn't grant anything.
No, God.
The Constitution protects what was already yours to have and limits the government from taking it away from you.
Yeah, and that's why it was considered the divine rights instead of just the rights as a man or a woman.
Right.
Divine rights given by God. And
exactly.
It's like, so, but go ahead.
My 14-year-old daughter told the internet the other day when she came up on the screen and she basically shouted it into the screen that you have a false freedom.
Yep.
Man given.
Yep.
And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that girl who finally just went to bed again.
Go ahead, Zach.
I'm getting a new comforter Tuesday. I'm upgrading Broncos stuff to patriotic stuff once I have these current jobs completed, and then I'm selling my Broncos gear. I'm sorry, but I won't support businesses that are okay with dividing us. I'm fed up with and sick and tired of this censorship, this division of what certain people want, and I'm not going to have it anymore.
You're lucky you ended that comment the way you did, because if you was going to interrupt our discussion bouncing around like you was about to piss your pants over a comforter.
Patriotic comforter, damn it.
I've seen his comforter. It's the American flag with an eagle, and it's absolutely beautiful.
I don't give a shit. It's a blanket. But you redeemed yourself at the end.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop out. I'm going to be posting a lot of information in the chat now, but what I'm gonna do also is I'm gonna post every link that I post on one link also, so that you guys can bookmark it and go grab the links if you miss them.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. I tried to do your channel, but I'm not sure. Like, I know that you keep getting, it's hard.
404 right now.
I know.
Hey,
I think though, if I share the video, the video that's on it, I think the video is sharing.
Well, Eric Johnson just grabbed your K Red Lotus where you have one video up.
Mhm.
But yeah, so she's doing the right
Like
thing.
like the Eric Johnson that plays guitar. Are you talking about like the Eric Johnson guitar shredder, Eric Johnson?
No.
Okay, I was about ready to get excited 4K.
He does work with wood, and we are trying to get him to make a channel, but he's pretty awesome.
Also, I'm gonna be putting I'm before the Patriots Unite Against Censorship account got shut down, Google was hiding my emails from me, categorizing it apparently by what they thought was priority. And there was a lot of different groups that reached out to do sponsorships. Patriot Supply, of the Patriot VPN company, Lions Not Sheep, and
I wish I could get that. I wish I could get that one company that does the little devices for what are they called? Fucking never mind. My brain stopped working. I smoke weed. Carry on.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach out to them. I already told Zach. I'm obviously giving them Zach's channel, but they're gonna keep shutting me down everywhere. And I really, if they think that they want to support anything I do, my whole thing was to support others. So I'm gonna give them my list of channels that I support and any emails and contacts I have for you guys.
So I'm gonna put my email in the private chat here.
Okay, cool.
And you don't know me from Adam, but this is what I will tell you. If you have content that I can mix into my shows, I will show your content.
Yep.
Can I come on your show and get interviewed?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I only got like 500, 600.
Well, the reason why I ask
but
is because I got information on the Michigan thing with Governor Gretchen Whitmer thing. I was involved in that.
Oh, yeah, he does. He's got some good shit for that.
Yeah, absolutely. But you send me links to anything that you want me to show. I'll show up to a 60-minute part of anybody's podcast that they want me to show. But if you're going to send me just the link for it and it's more than an hour, tell me where you want me to start and where you want me to stop. You know what I mean? So if you have a particular message that you want to get out, and I can get it out to 500 people who share it, and with 5,000 people, then let's do it. I get channels pulled down all the time. So it's I'm on my fifth one, or my 6th channel now is what I'm on. Hawks Mustard Seeds #2, and to me it's about looking at every perspective. So I take like the X-22 report, I take the And We Know report, I take the SGT report, I take small people who do podcasts, they bring guests on. I put Pastor Dave on there, Patriot Street Fighter. I run some of his stuff. And the whole point is after we get done watching that, then we have a conversation about what the guests had to talk about, and then we get on to the next person, and we kind of go through this stuff throughout the whole night. Now, what's funny is as long as I'm not putting the links in the description and sending people away from YouTube, that
everything's copacetic.
Everything's fine. But if I can put it, but I can drop them in the chat. As I'm playing them, I'll drop the link in the chat and say, here, you guys can follow this link, bookmark that page, and then share it with all your friends. But it's like, my podcasts are getting about 5,000, 6,000 people who are watching them on a daily basis. They're not watching it live, but they're watching it on a daily basis. And,
right.
The thing is it's because of the fact that they get to see it from multiple perspectives. Now, when I came in, you were on your rant about Q and all that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, I was a Marine. I know about Q clearance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the highest level of security for any military and the intelligence.
Right.
It's actually higher than the president of the United States. Okay.
Right.
Higher than the chief, the Army chief of staff, everything all the way down the line. And the Q app is actually designated from the DoD server.
That yeah, I know that is correct.
So there is a lot of correlation that works. Now this is the thing. See,
right, there's a lot of truth to the psyop.
Right, exactly. So where you see from one point the actual design of the program wasn't for guys like you and me.
Right.
You know, that this was for kids. That was for gamers. You know,
right.
the kids who, you know, generally be like
that was for all those anon fucks out there to give them something to do with their free time.
Exactly. You know, but now see what Q taught me was okay. Now I was a great researcher in high school and in college. I did awesome, you know, researching. First couple of years in the Marine Corps, you know, it was learning everything about artillery that I needed to learn, and everything. You know, my brain processed that shit like it was clockwork. You know, but after, you know, years, you know, 2004 comes along, and I don't remember how to research. You know, I'm, you know, when it came to pot, it was like, okay, well, yeah, I read a couple of books, and you know, and started working with the plants, and started talking to old growers, guys who World War II vets, Korean War vets, Vietnam vets. You know, these guys who grew this stuff, you know, during the time that you had to worry about getting shot for having a plant. You know, you know, it's like, but what Q reminded me was how to research. He just asked me a bunch of questions. You know, that's what I saw. It was a bunch of questions. And as I started searching for the answers, I began to realize, wow, this is what it's like to research again, you know, because I was excited about the research that I was doing when I was a kid. You know, I'm 55 years old now. Research didn't excite me, you know, because, you know, it's like I'm old. I'm trying.
Damn, you're almost a senior discount point for the part of your life, dude.
I am, you know, so, but you know, at the same time that I was following Q, I'm also paying attention to, you know, the other people who are talking too. You know, and I'm like listening to all these different perspectives, and the one thing that everything came back to, no matter what perspective you were coming from, whether it's from the prepping side or from the religious side or from the bakers or from the anons or everything else, it all led back to one thing. It all led back to God. All of it always led back to God. And that's where we meet in the middle. That's where we have that, you know, that's
where I find issue with this though.
You know,
but if you don't mind me interjecting real quick.
No, go ahead.
This is where I find issue with that, because our government, and that being DOD secure level shit, they've been trying to eradicate God from this country. So why would they want to? You know, that to me just tells me if they're trying to use God to suck people in, and it's coming from our government, then it's not meant for us, and there is no real value to it.
I understand. I can understand your point. That's the whole thing, is that, you know, looking at it from every perspective, I can totally get where you're coming from, you know, but the thing is, you know, I don't think that I think that there is going to be a hand of God moment.
So right?
do I. I think that the writing on the wall is going to be a real thing. Okay.
Well, look, dude, everything we were taught in Sunday school is happening.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, and it's, you know, so there's going to be that handwriting on the wall that's got a clear definition to it. This is the end, folks. This is, you know, it's you're done. You know, and the thing is, you know, at the same time that we are prepping, you know, and that you know, and that we are trying to build our faith, you know, and everything else. The one thing that we have to remember is to not stop communicating.
Keep your walk strong.
Exactly. And speak your truth. The idea, though, is at the same time in which you speak your truth, listen to other people's truths too, and see if you can come to a common ground. Because see, that's when the conversation gets to get real. That's when love starts hitting the table. You know what I'm saying?
So I would like to, if you don't mind, Kay, give him my email or my cell number if you got it, so you get a hold of me, because I would like you to actually get me and 2 other guys that were involved in that Michigan thing on your channel to talk about it.
I would love to. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I would like to have me, Jeremy Dieters, and Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald was the guy that was he was stormed by FBI agents, and we have live video footage of it.
Yeah, they have video of it.
Jeremy Dieters is an intellectual like no other, and he will break this shit down on an intellectual level that none of us can do like he does.
Yeah.
And then, and me and Jeremy, we were both at the Dublin meeting.
Okay.
I was also at the People's Ohio meeting. McDonald didn't go to any meetings. He was just best friends for 15 years with Barry Croft. But we could also let you guys know some of the things that are coming out of these court hearings right now, because there's a lot of stuff going on that people don't know about, like charges getting dropped. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was actually exhaling.
Jack.
Oh, okay. And me, Jeremy Dieters, and McDonald may end up being called as federal witnesses for the defense in this federal case against Barry Croft and Adam Fox.
Wow.
Yep.
These were the guys. Now, these were the guys who were supposedly.
Hold on, let's let Zach talk for a minute.
Go ahead, Zach. Sorry.
You better not be talking about bed sheets again.
Love you so much, every single one of you. You all are the best. I'm going to go to bed since I have work to do tomorrow.
Okay. Love you, Zach.
Bye, brother.
Oh, you can so eat
Love
shit,
you,
you little
Zach.
motherfucker.
Zach, text me.
You gotta make me get all up in my feels and feel like a bully now while you're flipping me off.
Zach, remember, text me if you need anything more than what was sent. Okay. Okay. Love you. Nice.
See, with all these wonderful distractions that they're creating, I'm beginning to think that we need to start making our own distractions. So
I agree, and that's why I refuse to get off this platform. I think some of us should just keep playing the game with them.
Oh, dude, I won't leave the battlefield.
Dude, this game is fun.
Yep. I swore an oath a long time ago, and that oath never ended. It never ended. So nobody ever relieved me of my oath. That's until the day that I die. So we just got some information this afternoon in regards to cancer cures that these pharmaceutical companies have gotten all their patents and everything. And I'm thinking I want to put a bunch of people together and start calling all these people out.
I'll help.
I'm serious. I want to start calling them all out. I want to call out all of these. Fauci, get this, 1987, Fauci filed a patent for a cure for AIDS.
He sure did.
Yes.
Okay. But we have 74 million people in the United States who are infected with the HIV virus still.
But on that AIDS thing, what was it? Well, what I was going to say is there's actually a virologist doctor. She's a female that has been banned from all social media. She was the one that was coming out. Yeah. Well, she was the one that actually gave the cure regimen to Magic Johnson that cured him from AIDS. Because Magic Johnson would have been dead if it wasn't for her.
Woman with no charges. 5 years she sat in a fucking prison cell with no charges and a gag order.
I had a conversation the other night with a group of people. I was I at the end of my command, I was a rather troublesome Marine, and I I had an appointment at there in Fort Sill. I left Camp Pendleton, went to Fort Sill for an instructor position, and I planned on getting married, and they didn't want me to get married. I had a very questionable past before I went in the military. Although I had an exemplary record, they
Did
saw
the
me.
military take your criminal skills and hone them into better skills?
No, what they did was they took the terrors of my youth and injected me with a few things, and basically they injected me with the AIDS virus. When Dr. Birx was on TV the very first time with Donald Trump, I was sitting in this chair, and when she walked onto camera, I peed all over myself.
Wow. Now that's PTSD, folks.
Okay. I peed all over myself. I couldn't move. I was terrified. And I knew at that moment what this country was going to face. I knew at that moment what this country was going to face over the last year. I knew it right then. The girl that I have working out here at my farm was sitting in the recliner behind me, and she just saw the puddle come through the chair and on the floor, and she was freaking out. She thought that I like maybe died sitting here, because my back was to her. But that literally scared the shit out of her, and she left the farm. She left the farm. She was gone for a year. She just came back, about 2 weeks ago. It's, and the thing is they did it to me because I was one of those kids. Okay. When you talk about these children and the sexual abuse and everything else, I was one of those kids. I joined the Marine Corps so that I could learn how to kill, because my first goal was to go after the ones that harmed me, so when all this information about the kids and about the tunnels and about the trafficking came out, I jumped head first. Because of the fact that I won't watch this happen to another child. I can't, now I don't have the body.
It's personal to you. Like, dude, yeah. I understand. It's personal to me. My sister was molested from the time she was 9 until she was 15 by my stepdad.
Yeah.
That same man used to physically abuse me with his best friend from the time I was 11 until I was 16.
From 4 until 14.
I used to get woke up at 11, 12 years old in the middle of the night when they got home from the bar and have 2 grown men pull me outside and make me fight 2 drunk old men telling me that they were making me into a man.
Yep.
They didn't make me a man, but they made me a very angry person that could handle a whole lot of pain. And I learned how to go somewhere else when I was being beat on.
Damn.
So from
those are all the reasons that we have PTSD.
For all that has happened, when I came to Oregon because it was an assisted suicide state. I had a couple of weeks left to live. That was it, and I and that's why I came here. I didn't come here because they had cannabis. I came here to die, and here I am all these years later, and I'm a pot grower that takes care of patients. I took myself from having 4 T cells. I had 4 T cells. The average person has 1,100. 4 T cells, a 67 million viral load, which meant that every part of my body was affected. I weighed 97 pounds.
Damn.
Okay? And I now sit in front of you, 189 pounds.
I was going to say, it looks like you ain't starving.
I have 1,268 T cells, and I have a 0 viral load, undetectable other than in my blood.
Wow.
and I take no medicines, only cannabis. That's it. Just
you know
cannabis.
what? When my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 small cell lung cancer, I begged her
to try cannabis.
Yes, begged her because look, she is a stage 4. She was already terminal by all medical definitions, but she allowed her fucking cancer doctor to talk her into doing chemo for something that was terminal.
Yep.
I begged her not to. I've done so much research on chemo because of my mom that I found out things that I didn't want to know and that most people don't know about chemo.
I beat stage 3 prostate cancer, stage 4 prostate cancer, making RSO. Rick Simpson's.
I watched our fucking basically our government's health care kill my mom in 9 months. She was diagnosed, and 9 months later, I was holding her in my arms when she took her last breath.
Yep. It's funny you said that because I'm the third youngest of 14. And we all stood around my mom just about 5 years ago. It was there in the hospital room, and we were singing her favorite songs when she passed. That was
that is so crazy because I was laying down beside my mom. She died in her bed at home, but I was with my phone playing her favorite songs, singing them to her in her ear.
Yep,
that's wild. That's wicked.
Yep. It was, her favorite was Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. It was BJ Thomas. It was, and just sang it to her. And then she went, everybody knew it. Everybody felt it. We all felt it at the same time, but we kept singing, and the nurses, when they came in, they were like, they couldn't believe it. They thought there was a party going on or something down there, But no, it was the experience that she wanted. She wanted all her kids, her grandkids, there, and they were. Her grandkids were right there in our little half circle, and she led an amazing life. She did everything that she could as a woman, as a person. She found she found God in her own way. And she used that to help as many people as she could. She brought so many kids into her home that were not hers, and did everything that she could for them. And those are people you don't forget in your life.
Was your mom a 5 foot tall redhead named Angie?
No, she was a 5 foot tall brunette named Obi.
I'm just saying, man, because I swear it sounds like you're describing my mother.
Yeah. See, we come from the same kind of, we come from the same kind of people, and it's,
my mom is directly responsible for me being who I am today. She taught me everything that a mom and a dad's supposed to teach somebody. My mom was my mom and my dad.
Yeah. My mom taught me everything about music that I know. And I'm so grateful for that. Cause I made a lot of money.
Man, dude, you need to quit. You need to quit talking. I got to go because you're getting all. Dude, this is weird.
Hey, you know what? When the Holy Spirit moves, He moves.
Yep.
He moves it when it's supposed.
No, I'm just saying, dude. You were talking about. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. It's crazy, man. My mom. She didn't have much, but she gave everything. She adopted like 5 or 6 different kids as I was a kid growing up. Wow. Like you were saying,
I think that's cool.
It's crazy.
She trained me to be a music impersonator. So
I say I'm a cover plagiarist.
Yeah, she taught me how to sound like Johnny Cash. She taught me how to sound like Conway Twitty. She taught me how to sound like George Jones. She taught me how to sound like what was if you could read my mind, love. What's Gordon Lightfoot?
Jim Croce.
She taught me how to change my voice to sound like them. And how I made money in the business is when somebody was sick, I was that guy who showed up on stage, sang their songs, and just walked off stage. You know, it was.
And
that
everybody's
simple.
like, "Who the hell is that dude?"
Yeah, and it
Man,
was.
oh
like,
man, who's that long-haired hippie?
yeah, it was. Yeah, and the thing is they took down my main YouTube channel this week, and that had my videos for the last 15 years. All my music videos were on there. Everything was loaded up there.
That was my Facebook, dude. I was part of the Facebook purge of 2020, and I had 15 years worth of my life on there that Mark Zuckerberg stole from me, including videos of me with my mom, pictures of me with my mom that I can't have back. And if I could, I would fucking sue that man for everything that he has, and then take everything that I got from him and lodge it right up his fucking rectum.
Well, see, you know, this is the thing. I don't want his money. What I want,
I don't either.
I want his.
I
company.
I don't want his money either. I want his money long enough to take that physical money and shove it right up his ass.
Yeah. See, I want the company. I want the company. So the first thing that I can walk in and do is, you're fired, 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 you're fired. That's it. I'm telling you, that's exactly what and the same thing with every other platform that does this censoring is that I don't want your money. I want a piece of your company, and I want to say. Because
I want to have access to the shutdown codes to the fucking CPU running his fucking fake brain.
Yep. Oh, oh yeah. Well, you and I can definitely have some conversations, you know, because I'm telling you, all it takes is a microwave burst in order to short circuit.
Well, look, hey, let me ask you something, because I ask a lot of people this.
Go ahead.
How close to, or do you think we have been in for quite a while, are we to the singularity?
I think that we are closer than anybody could possibly imagine.
I think we've already been in it for a long time.
I'm sorry,
I believe that we're actually in a time.
I'm not familiar with the term singularity. Can you define that?
I believe singularity is when AI becomes self-aware.
Yep.
Oh, like Terminator. Like, all right, when Skynet. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Very much. Yep. I think.
I don't trust AI. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. I mean, it is convenient if it's on a phone, but like, dude, I've seen fucking Maximum Overdrive countless times. Watch Terminator religiously. No, I don't trust them. I don't trust AI. I don't think
I didn't even need that. I grew up watching Small Wonder. That was enough for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Small Wonder is very good concepts and breakdowns on that. You know, but I also think that I think that we're also I believe that we're going through a shift right now.
We are,
and I think it's also not just a. I believe that there's a metaphorical shift that's going on, as well as a timeline.
An astrophysical. Well, I think that there's a metaphorical and an astrophysical shift.
So the sun always used to set southwest of my farm. You know, it was always southwest.
Is it doing it? What is it? Northwest now?
It is total. Well, it's right on the verge of the northwest marker on my compass now.
Right.
You know, so I know that there is something going on.
The moon rolls like a wheel across the sky at night now.
Well, and it's funny too. It changes colors.
Well, and it changes its location regularly. And have you noticed that the Big Dipper flip flops to be a dipper to a dumper?
Yep. It's yeah.
You want to know why that is? And I think I got a pretty good theory on it.
Well,
I don't think the Earth's spinning. If it look, I'm not a flat earther, but I also understand that there's really nothing that is proven flat Earth or globe Earth. Either way, there's no real. But if you go by the spin of the Earth, our axis has already changed.
Yep.
That's why we're seeing the shit we see in the sky.
Yep. And it's like, okay, so normally Oregon this time of the year, we would have rain all the way until the end of the first week of May. So planting season for us was always Mother's Day, you know, which is the second or the third Sunday of the month of May. So to put anything outdoor, cannabis wise, you waited until then because you had the maximum amount, that's when the daytime, the amount of sunlight was on an increase. From over 14 and a half hours, now you're getting towards 16 hours.
Well, dude, and it's crazy how long the day lasts anymore after daylight savings time. It's like almost unnatural. It doesn't seem right.
Yeah. So the sun's coming up here at 6:15, and it's going down
10:30.
Yeah, it's almost 10:30. Yeah. Yep. It's weird. And the funny thing is as soon as the sun sets, the moon's like way too close. it's
way too close. Or have you noticed that the moon comes out during the day a lot now too, trailing right behind the sun?
Yep. So yeah, there's a lot there. It's
and if you look in the sky, there's a new constellation up there called the Serpent now too, in between Orion and the Big Dipper.
Yeah, it looks like a dragon.
Yep.
Saw that. It was.
Dangerous is like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
I saw that look.
All right, guys, I'm jumping out.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm gonna Voodoo, I don't have your number, but I've got your email, so I'm gonna shoot that over to Lake Ferry so you can get her in contact with.
Okay, with Jeremy.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Jeremy will help Lake Ferry out a lot.
Hell yeah! I think
a lot of us are interlinked. I mean, I've probably got over 350. I can only imagine how many links Lake has on her phone. Oh my. Or 500, 600.
I'm a mother of 3 daughters and a grandson. I can handle a little bit of multitasking.
I feel sorry for your husband. I would have probably jumped off the roof of my house head first.
Well, he's not the biological father of my daughters, but I'll tell you, he is their father. Actually, this is my youngest.
I couldn't handle being the only man in a house full of women that all have their periods at the same time.
Oh no, he handles it better than I do. I'm like, I can't handle this crap.
You would try having.
Nope. I would probably be home 1 week out of the month.
Okay.
Did you hear her?
What? Try having a period?
Yeah, and then come talk to me.
I've had really bad poop. I've had really bad poop to cramps. So.
You're talking about the South Park where Eric.
And you know what's funny is women go through menopause. Women.
Oh my God.
So women go through menopause, and men go on man pause.
That's for real too, man. That's no bullshit.
Menstruation. Yeah, that must suck. Not.
I don't know what y'all are feeding your bodies. I've never had that issue.
Hey, men go through fucking PMS once a month.
The other day, dangerous.
I'm sorry. Say what?
Remember, you were saying you were talking like, oh, what did you say?
Feels his pain.
Yeah. He was saying something about then they got your teenagers, and I was like, wait, he doesn't have a daughter, does he?
No, it's a boy, but he wears skinny jeans.
Oh,
so you do have a daughter.
No. Now, check this out. All right, he's a 16-year-old boy, and he makes.
If he's wearing skinny jeans, he ain't a boy.
Check this out. He makes us late for dinner appointments because he's sitting there getting himself primped up in front of a full-length mirror, and I'm like, dude, like really? Come on, man, throw on your shirt and let's go.
Hey, man, you see all the hair I have, right? That shit don't brush itself.
Hey, you're not lonely, man. But I don't have to spend a lot of time on it though. I got old.
Call your name Voodoo Trailer.
He just said his.
All right. I posted it for you, trailer.
Okay, I just posted it too, but thanks. I appreciate it. You hey man, I forgot you were even here, man. Otherwise, I would have said, YouTube wife, will you get that for me? And while you're at it, go make me a sandwich.
Damn sandwich.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? While you're saying that, I do all the cooking in my house.
So do I.
It's so hard for you.
Oh wait, I'm the only one in my house.
No.
I'm gonna beat her.
He's making.
Well, I got a sugar mama, man. She works in corporate retail, and I get to stay home, play on YouTube, and play with kids all day long.
Hey, now kids are no freaking joke.
Does she have a friend?
You know what? Every one of my buddies or any of the new people I met always say that, and she's the only one like her I found.
I'm joking.
I'm glad I found her before any of my friends did, because they had fucking ruined her.
I'm joking. I have about 480 ladies here at a time. So and let me tell you, they're green.
Well, look, and I'm gonna tell you, sir, that she is man. It takes a very strong woman to deal with this guy right here. You know, honestly, and she can handle me rather well. So she's put up with me for 8 years now. So
yeah, I have enough work with my plants. I don't need an extra woman here, because it would just make things more difficult.
No, see, that's the thing. Is my wife? She's a woman when she needs to be, and then she's my homie when she needs to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's if she'll go out there and stir all that pig poop in that soil for me, and she's my kind of woman, you know.
Well, she may not do that, but she makes enough money that she would pay someone to do it for you.
Hey, last year I was so excited to be able to do my garden completely out of shit. It was nice.
Actually, this year I'm in the process of trying to build a hydroponic greenhouse.
Oh, right on.
I've done aquaponics.
I have 4 of them here. So
I don't know nothing about hydroponics. I don't know nothing about a greenhouse. I know how to grow a garden.
Okay.
But I'm tired of the work that you have to put into a soil garden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's backbreaking labor. Whereas with a hydroponic greenhouse, you know, it kind of sustains itself, and all you got to do is, you know, general maintenance.
Yep. It's that's what my greenhouses here are.
Right, and it's less costly, to be honest with you. It don't cost near as much. The initial setup costs more, but the end result costs less.
Yeah, yeah, and you can cycle your harvest year round.
Right, and you can maximize what little bit of space you might have.
Yep. Yeah, it's I'm getting ready to set up.
It's all great until you send
my
a bottle of milk into it.
Dude, my
I agree with you, Hawk. I think me and you could get on a stream and talk for hours together.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to do up a PVC piping system that will have ports set in them, and it'll go almost all the way to the roof of the greenhouse, all the way down, and it's gonna be hanging strawberries.
Cool.
Hanging strawberries year round, you know, and
that's what's up.
It's you know, because it's you know, you got to realize that even though vegetables are good for you, fruits are just as good for you as well, you know. So you've got to have a combination of those. It's hard to grow an apple tree indoor, you know. It's hard to grow a pear tree indoor. You know,
it's hard to grow it outside too, man, because the fucking rabbits eat them shits, dude.
Yep. It's,
look, I bought two plum trees last year that I was going to try and grow. I should have started them indoors the first 2 years, because the rabbits got a hold of them blossoms that were on it and just completely fucking murdered those trees.
Oh yeah. Rabbits, squirrels, all the kind of flowers.
Yeah. I have a friend here in Oregon who is successfully growing banana trees in her backyard in Portland, of all places, in Portland, Oregon.
Look, if I ain't seen that on Facebook yet, that can't be true.
Yeah, she actually, she gets like 1 bushel a year of bananas. You know, it's usually like stacked down like six deep.
Right.
And
so like 1 box of, but she gets 1 box of fucking bananas out of it.
Yeah. But it also drops seed as well.
Right.
So she's got more of them coming up in the backyard, and it's like,
so I'm assuming she actually knows how to process real seeds out of the plant properly.
Yep. Yeah. Well, all seeds are pretty much the same thing, you know, is what people don't realize is that, you know, harvesting seeds isn't always about getting them up out of the ground. Sometimes it's packing the ground down. Okay. Then the ground freezes and the seed freezes and the genetics that are inside that seed freeze. Okay. Then springtime comes, the thaw. And then the spring rains come, moistening up the seed, in which it activates all that genetic material that's inside that seed. Then by the end of spring, you have your sprouts and you have and you have your beginning growth. Now that's how hemp seed was, because they didn't just collect the bags of hemp seed all the time. When they were growing industrial hemp, they would take shakers in there that would shake all the seeds off of them, so that all they had was just the buds, which they could separate, and that stuff was sent to the pharmaceutical industry. Okay. And then they would take all the textile materials, the stalks, the stems, and all that would get shipped off to the textile corporations or chopped up into food for the animals, because it's a great feed. It's better for your goats, your cows, your even for your chickens, than half this feed that they give to these things now. Oh, very nice.
All the buds.
Yep. And the thing is it's the thing about hemp is hemp doesn't have the THC that gets you high. It has the CBD that communicates with that cannabinoid system that's in your body, helping you fix things. Now, if you're battling cancer, or you're battling AIDS, or you're battling lupus, or a debilitating disease, then yes, a combination of THC and CBD are required. And the thing is that was what the whole basis of that patent that was filed by the federal government. If cannabis didn't have a purpose, then why did you have to file a patent on it?
Well, let me piggyback off of that for a minute, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
The fact that a lot of people they look past the obvious when it comes to that. Like, look at our drug test. There's a reason why THC, the tetrahydrocannabinoid that they test for in your system, it stays in your system for so long. There's a reason why it naturally attaches to your fat cells and has a half-life to it. It's because your body naturally wants that. It's a carbon-based life form like we are. And that's why all these other drugs like that are chemicals like meth and cocaine and heroin, when they put all these man-made chemicals in it, they're in and out of your system so fast. Your body's trying to get rid of it because it can't do anything positive with your body. Whereas marijuana, it wants that because it's actually helping promote cell growth inside your body.
Exactly. It's like we have a strain up here called Poker Face. Okay. And this strain, no. It was the two strains put together, combined, is because you take the father's first name and the mother's last name when you create a strain. So this face off part of the strain was used for blood thinning. Okay. And this was a government, it was a legitimate government strain, number 129. It would have been G139. Okay. And this was used in order to, it was also part of their basis for the G13, which the government used for glaucoma. Okay. So it affects the nervous system. It affects, and it affects the dietary. Okay. And adjusts your sugar levels, and basically can take you out of a diabetic status down into normal blood sugar. Okay. But the biggest problem that we saw was that the weight gain from using just that side of the product was too much for them. So we combined it with the White Widow. Okay. And
White Widow is such a great strain.
Yep. And the White Widow works as a weight loss. So these people who are 150 pounds overweight that have severe blood issues, diabetes wise, this works great because they're able to shed that weight at the same time of leveling off their cholesterol levels, their blood sugar levels, and their blood pressure, taking them away from blood pressure medicine.
Hawk, make sure you point out to people too, though, because a lot of people aren't aware that there's two different like mother strains of marijuana, indica and sativa, and they both have different properties to them. One's a downer and one is an upper.
Correct. Now, well, it's basically what it is. It all boils down to, how the plant is finished. Okay. So a sativa, if you take it too far into the amber, it will, it over energizes you. Okay. But if you let it, if you harvest it when your trichomes are clear, what's going to happen is you're going to get anxiety, paranoia, So like if you've ever smoked a joint and then you were paranoid as hell,
that's
it's like
because you got some psychoactive shit in it that time.
Exactly, because of the fact that the THC didn't have an opportunity to mature.
Right.
So when we harvest, we have 30% amber, 70% milky, no clear trichomes whatsoever. And I've never had a patient complain to me, tell me that they got anxiety from it or anything else. But on the opposite end of that, on the indica side, the farther into the amber you take those trichomes, the farther into the couch you put the patient.
Farther into the couch or the deeper into the fridge.
Yeah.
I get exactly what you're saying.
Well, see, and I didn't understand that myself, but I remember as a kid growing up where, every summer that guy would have that homegrown strain of skunk that just came out. Sometimes it would put you in the couch, and then sometimes you'd have so much energy, it'd be like you ate 15 fucking Ritalin bars.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you'd be cleaning your house and couldn't figure out what the hell's going on here.
Yeah. And then if you tried to lay down, the whole room's spinning. You can't, there's no straightening it out, and that's not the feeling that you're supposed to get. It's that, it's like God made a harvest time for corn.
You're supposed to have the mellow high.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, if you think about it, in my personal opinion, the marijuana plant itself was the creator's medical gift to mankind.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because it literally does cure every ailment that you could think of.
It sure as hell covers it up.
And all of the original anointing oils from the Bible were all created with cannabis.
From hemp oil.
Yep. It's Kanebus. And that's
back in the day, they used to put hemp oil on your forehead.
Yep.
Well, that, and a lot of people don't understand that hemp is actually, as far as like textiles, it's one of the most, universal plants there is, because it can be used for everything, and the tensile strength of it is extremely insane.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Between cloth, all the old ships, the sails that were made, that was all made from hemp. All the ropes for the ships, strongest rope that there is. If we're going to be hanging people soon, I want that rope. I want that rope to be made of hemp. I want that rope to be made of hemp.
I love where your mind just went, brother.
It's
about time. We need public executions again.
Well, the only like truthful thing my dad ever told me about his service in the military was him being in the 101st Airborne, and he had one of the ropes that they used when they'd repel out of choppers.
Mm-hmm.
And when I remember finding it buried in some stuff in the basement, and at that point, I think it was like 15, 20 years old, man, and we still used it, tied it to a tree limb, and used it to make one of them rope swings type things to swing out over a body of water. And the thing that I've always found amazing about it was that as old as it was still strong, but it still had like this slight bungee give to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And if you looked real close to the fibers were stacked different. You look at like what they're using to make rope now, they're using a synthetic material. And if you look at that under a microscope, that shit's stacked on top of each other like cornflakes.
Yep.
And that's why it breaks so easy. This stuff the hemp, when you look at it under a microscope, the shit's like fucking balls that are intertwined into each other.
Yep. Yep, that's a fact. That's yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do. We could
That's
go
an
all night.
interesting analogy. I'll give
Yeah,
you that.
I think, man,
Oh,
I'd love me and you'd have fun.
Doesn't sound like it would be very pleasing for me.
What's that? What wouldn't be pleasing for you? Listening to me and
That does not sound like a lot of fun.
Look, man, I'm a guy that knows a little bit about a lot of shit.
I'm unmuted.
You know, I've been researching things since I was probably about 9-10 years old. The one thing I remember as a kid growing up is my relatives always telling me to shut up because I asked questions about everything. I always had to know why something was the way it was and how it worked. And you know, my question was, I was always like, why? Brian, just shut up and go away.
I've heard that all my life.
Yeah, we know it's funny. I got a almost 1-year-old daughter that grunts right now, but I know that's what she's going to do. She's like the female version of me.
Reminds me, I got to check on my dogs.
I'm talking about my daughter. You, and it reminds you of your dogs.
Oh, I have puppies that were just born on Easter.
Yeah. I get.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, I mean, you know, like I said, you never know what to expect. This is after dark, man.
I don't
right.
like.
I mean, I'm playing music that's probably going to get me some kind of little copyright claim. Because
I don't like dogs or cats or any animal for that matter.
Too bad for you.
I like them if they're on my dinner plate. Other than that,
all right. Well, that's a good thing you don't live next door to me.
I want to send the link, the stream link, yard link to my dog, so I can bring the puppies on.
Wait! Your dog's got email?
No, his dog has her own channel with her puppies right now.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with him. Dude, just the way you said it. I'm going to email this to my dogs right now. Yeah.
So Hawk, let me pick your brain on what your synopsis is with
put
this
the
whole
link
coming
in
out
for me.
with this whole coming out of the alien thing that's slowly peaked in. If you've really been paying attention, have you noticed that they're starting to talk about adrenochrome in the mainstream media?
Oh
now?
yeah. Yep, that and what's funny is they also started talking about the Anunnaki.
Hey, did you notice that did you notice since they had that insurgence of kids down there at the border that all these fucking geriatric politicians have started looking younger and talking normal again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, isn't that funny? Isn't it funny? Yeah.
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi don't look like a fucking hooker train wreck that's about ready to fucking OD on heroin anymore. Yeah. She looks like a 60-year-old normal grandma now.
Yeah. Let me go get my dog. I'll be right back.
Dude, I'm serious. I watch Dangerous. I was watching it was like a news clip on YouTube 2 days ago. And you know how within the last month or so, every time you see her, you see those real deep, heavy bags under her eyes that almost touch her mask. And, you know, she's got that dark, real pitted and, you know, wrinkled forehead and shit. She's always stuttering and all that shit like she's drunk.
I'll be honest with you. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch any of that crap.
Well, like I said,
I might catch a little video clips. Like
that's all I'm going off of is little video clips, little sound bites.
If like Johnny B or Guns and Gadgets or, you know, one of the other channels I follow puts it up, then maybe I'll check it out. But
you still see how ugly and old she looked.
Yeah, I've seen that. For me, honestly, beauty is only skin deep, and from what I've seen from her, she has no beauty at all. Not even in.
What I'm getting at.
I swear, I don't think that woman has a soul.
She doesn't.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Pelosi has a fucking soul. What do you think?
She doesn't.
She doesn't. She's too rooted in evil.
She doesn't. Maxine Waters doesn't. Chuck Schumer doesn't. None of them motherfuckers do.
They're not even human anymore. They can't
Just-
be. No human.
Well,
has-
just wait. Just wait. Hearing about, I'm thinking about February, March of next year. That's when you're going to see them turn the switch off on Biden. And when I say switch, they're literally going to turn the power off on him.
Right.
Because I think that they're controlling him digitally through Neuralink.
His nose fell off. We all saw it.
I haven't seen that one.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, his
Hobo-
nose fell off.
Hobo Jeebus. What's up, Hobo Jeebus?
What's going on?
Hi, puppies.
Coovy and the pack. Man,
Aw.
that would make some really good steaks right there.
That's disgusting. We don't live in China.
Have you ever had young puppy dog slow cooked on a grill?
I've had more. I've had more dogs and puppies that have saved our family's life. I can.
I've
say
never
that.
had one slow cooked on a grill, but I have had alley cat and puppy dog on a stick from a Chinese restaurant.
What is wrong with you?
Oh my goodness.
You need to ask me what isn't wrong with me because that's a way shorter list.
Well, I'll tell you this much: we've got a Filibero's Mexican restaurant around here. You
don't see no strays anywhere around it.
Stray. I mean, it's messed up. I don't even like eating.
Hey, man, the only time I've ever seen a Chinese or Japanese person with a pet, it's always been in a pot.
So I take these pups and I train them for patients.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So
they're service dogs?
Yep. Yep. They all get trained for either seeing eye, seizures, seizure alert, traumatic type situations.
Wow.
The sheriff, I'm keeping 3 pups out of this litter here for the sheriffs to use during traumatic times. Basically if something happens and a child sees it and everything and they can't get the child to calm down, they'll come out and they'll pick up a puppy and take it down and let the child play with the puppy, and as the child calms down, they can actually have a conversation with the child, ask questions and things. And the child is focused on the puppy, not focused on the incident that occurred. And they're able to, they're able to get the information that they need in order to.
Are you training kid whisperers?
No, kid lovers. It's it's the idea that the dogs used as in a therapy type setting can be calming enough in order to get the child past a point of danger. I wish somebody there were many times in my life that I wished that even if I just had a puppy around me for a moment of happiness or a moment of mental,
you're walking a fine line now. You're starting to sound like an SJW.
Oh, don't go there.
My friend of mine has a mastiff that actually she has trained to save her life.
Oh, yes, that's my That's my
Holly.
Dan, he is. I guess. Yeah, he is kind of therapy.
So this
and it's awesome because when it's really cold at night, I can just tap the bed and he'll jump up and freaking we'll like self eat each other.
He's a short hair
sleeping bag with a dog in it. It's kind of cool.
What Hawk is explaining, my friend Holly has her mastiff trained so that way when she goes into certain episodes, the dog can actually revive her.
Wow.
And it goes underneath, this dog goes underneath her head so her head doesn't smash on the floor. It's amazing to see this. And it's a mastiff.
Well, it's part of the bulldog breed, and those dogs are smart as shit.
Well, we have a pit bull. But mastiffs and Great Danes, they all can, it doesn't matter. It's the trainer. Dogs want to learn. They want to please you. They're very smart.
Some dogs learn a lot easier and easier trained. Some breeds are easier to train than others, though, too.
Well, You know what? Pit bulls want to please you, but they're also
Oh, I know.
kind of like me.
I did own 2 pit bulls within my life, and both of them were the easiest dogs I ever trained. And I didn't have to chain them up. I didn't, I could let them run out the back door. They go do their shit, and they come in the house. If they were outside playing, they always stayed in the yard without having any kind of collar or anything on them. And all I'd have to do is whistle out the back door, and they come running to the house. I mean, it was crazy. And God forbid if somebody knocked on the door and they didn't live there, both those dogs would be at that door with their teeth showing and the hair on their back standing straight up, letting that motherfucker know, I dare you to come in here.
There was only one time that, because I had a pit bull too, and like you said, he would stay in the fence line. Only one time did he ever jump that fence line. He's only 4 foot tall, so he could have cleared it at any point he wanted. Was when somebody was walking by threatening the household, and he went out. But you know what? He never went beyond the curb, because that's
how my albino pit was.
As soon as I heard him out there, I came out there, of course, and I went out there, and I saw a group of people walking down the road. My dog never left the curb, stayed on our property, but he did jump my 4 foot fence because they were getting a little too rowdy, I guess.
Bro, I lived in the hood in Indianapolis when I had my albino pit. Her name was Girl. And the brothers around there didn't know how I had her trained to where she, like you said, she would go and she'd sit her ass in the yard and put her paws right on the curb. All right. And if someone would come running, all I'd have to do is, hey, girl, get over here, and snap my finger. And she'd look at me, shake her head, walk slowly over to me and sit down like I ruined her day. And then you'd have all these brothers. Well, we're like, how'd you train your dog to do that? Their dogs, they had to keep them on a chain. And if anybody walked past their property, those dogs were out in the yard or road chasing them.
Yeah.
Hey,
some folks are more aggressive than others, and you know what? Pets can tell. I mean, pets sense our emotions. Even my cat.
Well, honestly, I think a lot of people that fail in training and raising pets when they get them is because they don't let the pet pick them.
Yeah, they pick them because of the color or something like that. Yeah.
I take the one that no one wants. I wanted to say hi to Maddest Hatter because I haven't even heard him talk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's not your fault. But I was actually, like I said, my daughter's on a weird schedule. She's homeschooled, so whatever. She went to bed before dinner and woke up at 1? 12? I don't know. She woke up late. So she went to bed before dinner and woke up and had dinner.
Woke up at 9.
I guess she's been up since 9. So I am going to get off here, though, because it is 4 a.m. here.
Right on. Hey, if you get a chance tomorrow, if you're up at 10 a.m. Eastern time, come over and hang out, and then I'll get you that information for Dieters, because I'd really like for you and him to hook up.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll set an alarm.
She has a husband.
That it ain't for that. It's to help with. He's got a wife, too. Damn teenage kids. Got to ruin everything.
You're talking about eating animals.
Oh, she'll give you shit.
I swear to God, man, now that you bring that up, I find it funny how everybody takes everything so serious, man.
That's
Dude,
what I
dangerous.
thought of.
Dangerous. Did you read your chat after I said that and how quick the tone in your chat changed? I had everybody triggered.
Yeah. Well, I tried telling her not everything he's saying, he's not being totally serious.
No, I am an old school internet troll. I've been trolling for like 2 decades now.
Do you see now how he triggered you to get so pissed off at him, though?
Yeah, it's annoying because
she was
funny.
She was ready to come at you from the time that she thought you were degrading women.
I was ready to...
Go ahead, tell him.
I can't because I'm going to say a bad word.
Go ahead. Come at him. What were you going to say when you thought he was being serious?
No, what I was going to do to him.
Oh, you were going to do something. Oh, she has thoughts.
You still
yeah?
have to embarrass you on your life.
You better learn how to control that crazy streak.
I don't know, man. If you heard that, I mean, she talks like this.
Do you got redhead? Does your daughter have redhead DNA in her?
We do have red hair in the family.
Oh, so you still ain't learned how to control your temper yet. I get it.
I know how to control
It's the Irish.
Say no more. Irish, Scottish, redhead, Welsh. Yeah, it's like my mom,
It's called
my sister,
German,
my wife,
Irish,
and my daughter,
Scottish,
and my
and
son.
English. Yeah.
I know how to handle you
Native
angry gingers.
American.
You guys are all angry because you don't have souls.
What were you going to say, woman?
Huh?
I don't know. She's over here rambling, and I just caught the last tail end of it, what she was mumbling about, and I'm like, "What did you just say?" So,
Hey, my wife was so happy when our 6-year-old son, who's a redhead, got his first freckle, because to her that means he's collected his first soul.
oh boy, yeah, we have some Native American and German, English, Irish, and Scottish, so we got it all going on.
My wife's Irish, Scottish, and Welsh.
German and English.
Yeah.
I'm American.
American.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah. I'll tell you what, my family's both on my father and mother's side came here.
You cannot say that. You cannot say that on the internet. Yeah. I'm sorry, Trailerhead. I cannot, as a mom, I cannot let her say what she was going to say on the internet.
I don't get offended. She can say whatever she wants.
I don't think I want her to say that on the internet.
I just said it to you.
Well, say it, Mom.
This is when she was pissed. No, I ain't saying it.
I don't get offended. You know, I understand kids take a lot of things out of context, though. You know, and a lot of it's because of what they see. You know, even homeschooling her, she still gets a dose of the propaganda if she gets online. You know that.
Oh yeah,
totally true.
You know, and they're what it is right now is they're trying to teach our youth, our teenagers, to openly defy the older generation and not believe any of the knowledge or wisdom they're trying to leave behind to them.
Well, before she was homeschooled, she come home in second grade or third grade and said, "Mom, they're making me watch CNN in school." I called up that school so freaking fast. Let me tell you what.
It was 5th grade, Mom.
It was 5th grade?
Yeah.
No, it was not 5th grade.
It was 5th grade. It was Miss Sykes Bowen.
Oh, I guess it was 5th grade. But I was pissed because I didn't let her watch the news.
I didn't want to watch CNN.
My oldest is 28.
They didn't make us watch the news in school until high school when we were taking civics.
Yeah. Well, she just said 5th grade.
I was gonna say we had that one homeroom. You know, we had like 15 minutes of homeroom, and they would always put on it was like 1991, so they towards the end of the senior year, they were just playing like the Operation Desert Storm, Desert Shield, whatever. You know, the first attack when we went in there.
Oh, Desert Storm.
The whole conflict was over in like 3 freaking days, basically. But
they were over there for like 160 some days. The war took 6 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
I think is what it was.
I think it was 100 hours even.
Was it 100 hours?
Thank you,
I think
Cassie.
so.
Yeah, Littlefoot definitely has a soul.
Do I?
We call her Littlefoot because.
And if she's a real redhead, you'll start seeing all the other ones she's collecting as those.
Oh no,
hey, you know what?
She's not a redhead. You know why we had it in our family.
I'm a blonde.
She's a platinum, like white hair.
No,
like,
she's got a strawberry tint to it in the light right now.
You know what? That's our lighting. Out in the sunlight, her hair is like blonde, and I color mine dark.
So my wife is like a really redhead.
when I'm out at the pool.
You know why redheads sneeze, don't you? That's all the souls that they've trapped trying to escape.
Oh God!
You notice he's got reddish hair.
Yeah, I do. My mom was a redhead. My sister's a redhead. I have, like I said, I got a daughter that's a teenager. She's a redhead. My youngest son's a redhead. My wife's a redhead. When you go to my family reunion on my mom's side of the family, You walk in the building and it looks like the pits of hell just opened up and puked all over the fucking banquet hall.
Why can't it just be looks like ginger and cinnamon? Why does it have to be hell?
Because they're
Because they're redheads.
They're fiery.
And soulless creatures only come from hell.
You're not soulless creatures.
Yeah, that's why they
Gingers,
collect souls.
gingers are too soulless.
That's not true.
That's why.
Yeah. So have you ever birthed one, and have you ever raised a ginger from birth to adulthood?
Oh God, no, I have not.
I mean, seriously, have you ever spent your entirety of your human life around redheads? My entire life, there's not been a day that.
Redheads all over my family.
But have they been in your daily life your entire life?
Oh man.
Well, not every single day, but yeah, my whole life.
Hey, do y'all want?
I'm telling you, man.
Wait,
the
hold on.
myths are true.
Hold on. Do y'all want to hear some gossip?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Oh,
so
God.
I talked to my mom. Me and my mom are pretty tight, and so I mean, I've got uncles and aunts and everything, and we had this one aunt that turned out to be a redhead. Well, apparently she did that ancestry thing, and my mom, when she got when she saw the results, she's like, I don't know if grandma was raped or maybe had an affair on grandpa, but like seriously, she's like, the DNA did not pass the family guideline.
Why? Because she's 50% African.
No, dude, I don't know what it is, man, but I couldn't believe it when my mom came to me with that. I mean,
What was
What
her
was
ancestry? What was the result?
well, it didn't. It was not. See, like a lot of my family have done
Is he alien?
They've done the ancestry.com thing, you know, and sent some of their freaking sample in, which I thought.
Okay, quit tap dancing around it and just tell us.
Okay, so apparently her DNA did not quite match up with the rest of the family's DNA.
They're adopted.
Adopted? My mom doesn't know because, I mean, at that point, I mean, my grandma was spitting out kids like every 2 years. I mean, like seriously.
She was a baby factory.
Yeah, she was. She had like 6 kids. Well,
I'm not scared, Kay. Not scared.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't believe redheads are evil. Just saying.
Look, man. It's just it's an inside ginger joke for people that have spent their whole life around gingers.
Yeah, I get it. as being a redhead.
Hey, oh, all right. Now Husky's trying to talk shit. No way, Husky. New Mexico. I'm telling you, Texas and Arizona are going to team up, and we're changing their fucking name to Texona, and we're taking that motherfucker over. I don't.
What the fuck ever, dude? Texas ain't doing shit. They just let every illegal immigrant from across the globe come there.
It is not that deep.
You're still trying to shut him down.
Internet divorce. Laugh out loud.
Hey, tell your daughter that she's whispering really loud and I can hear her.
No, we're reading what Kay said to you. Kay Red Lotus says, Trailer Hood, you are looking to get an internet divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah, laugh out loud. I'll show you a soulless ginger.
And I said I'm not scared.
Hell yeah. Damn right, Cashew, Texona. Dude,
Man,
I've
my mom
got it planned out, man. I've got it planned out. Because
my
you know
mama was
what? They're the one liberal shithole between us and Texas. Because otherwise I got California, which I'm hoping kind of.
I think the whole state of Texas is just weird, dude. I went there once and it was weird.
California does one of these numbers.
Why is Texas so dark at night?
I don't know, but
why is this so
I want beachfront property, man. I don't give a shit.
Dude, when I went to Texas to help out with Harvey, we were driving down the highway at night. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And they're like, dude, it was like it was the first time ever in my life that it's so dark that you couldn't see anything past your headlights. Yeah. And your headlights seemed to be like enveloped by the darkness. Like I was
Welcome
in
to
some.
our world. We
Yeah,
don't even have street lights.
dude, it was like I was in a fucking like one of them scary movies.
Yeah,
We
no,
don't. We don't have street lights here.
I totally have been in that.
We don't.
Yeah, yeah.
For
it's
like
crazy.
miles, we don't have any street lights. Like we're out in the dark. Like this is it. Like that's that light.
Is that
over
where
there,
you're at, Lake Ferry in Texas?
That light over there is a 25-foot flagpole. We have like no lights at all.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's badass. And
you should be able to see all kinds of stars at night. Then I'd love to see your sky.
Because back when I was younger, when I used to go up to the river a lot, yeah, dude, I would be traveling for miles in pitch black, like seriously, not even stars above. It would just be clouds. You couldn't even see the stars, and you're just driving with your headlights, and the only thing you can rely on is how well you know the road.
Tonight,
yeah,
we don't
but
have.
but we're talking back in the 90s. I mean, that was freaking 30 years ago, man.
The 90s was the greatest.
They were
fun.
80s weren't bad. 90s.
The 90s is kind of like the 70s, 60s, and 70s all over again.
I wore bell bottoms in the 90s.
Yeah, so did I. Jinkos,
My mom's like, I wish I
jeans.
saved all my clothes. Yeah.
See, isn't that crazy, man? You see boys wearing skinny jeans, and when I was in high school, you could fit 6 guys in my one pair of jeans.
Yeah, seriously. And actually, skinny jeans were popular back in the 80s and 90s for girls.
You know.
And I hated them then. I was like, I'd rather wear bell bottoms.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny, Lake, is when I was like 9 and 10, my mom used to put patches on my jeans when I'd get a rip in them.
Oh,
And then by the time I'm 15, it's like, nah, I want them ripped.
Yeah, we slashed them.
You know what I mean?
We slashed them with like
Well, I never did that.
Yeah, back in the day, we had to do the work ourselves because the retail stores wasn't doing it for us.
Yeah, it was called freaking razor blade and freaking sand. We would take sandpaper with wood and just like do our jeans back and forth until like we got them the way we wanted them.
You remember the real stonewash jeans when you take your jeans and fucking run them in a stone driveway all day long, trying to damage them as much as you could?
No, I just put mine in the washing machine with bleach.
Nope, I would sit there and we'd sit and like do that, or take fucking stones and put in the washing machine with it. That way it'd beat them up.
That's funny. No, we slashed our jeans.
Well, you know what's crazy is I saw one time, what is that? That place that sells them Tool clothes. You know what I'm talking? Not Tool, the band, but those Tools that used to wear the American Fighter shirts and shit like that. What's the name of that store?
I don't know. We don't have many stores where we live either.
Well, anyhow, you remember that one small, there was a brief moment in time where they were selling distressed jeans that had like oil stains on them and paint stains and mud stains and shit like that.
Oh my God. That wasn't very long though, but yeah, like Levi's Strauss.
Right. I'm just saying, I thought that was funny, because I earned all my oil stains and shit. We could have all been millionaires, all of us backyard mechanics, dude. We could have just resold all our jeans.
True story. All right. Well, I'm going to say good night, good morning, whichever. I've been on here before when I had the moon on one side of my porch and the sun on the other. Remember that, Dangerous?
I do.
I was like, look, sun to the sun. Yeah, I was out there. It was like sun over here and over there was the moon. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So I don't want to do that again because I need what beauty that my girls haven't stolen. I need some of it a little bit.
Actually, yeah, it's getting late for me as well, and I do have things I've got to handle tomorrow.
I don't believe you.
I've got to plant all the rest of my tomato plants.
I got some traveling to do
into different pots because I've got maters like growing everywhere, and I have to separate all the peppers and put them into their own cells so that way they can stretch out their roots and grow by themselves.
Lake, were you watching earlier when Patriot was showing off his tomato plant?
Yeah.
Remember? Balls hanging off.
Yeah. Like these ones here that are getting like huge, like up here. And yeah, so he takes obviously these little suckers I have to pinch off again. And so I'm going to cut this one, and this one, replant it. And I'm going to plant the whole thing because all these little white hairs are roots. The whole base of this.
No, obviously you didn't catch what I said. He
What?
actually had one plant, the main plant, his tall plant,
Mhm.
and he had two little green.
Oh, the balls? Yeah, he had balls. He had two sets of balls. Yeah, I totally, yeah, because you and I were both laughing about it.
I was like, wow, dude, holy crap. Okay. I think it's pretty healthy then.
Yeah. So, Trailer Hood, just so you know, we still let's see.
Oh,
We still heat with freaking, wood here.
Thank you, Kentucky.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What do you guys? What do you guys got? Candles there and shit.
What?
You got candlelight?
No.
I want to thank you all for coming out. And anybody, Hawk, you got anything to say, brother?
No, it was great conversations tonight. You know, it's always good to, you know. It's always
Hey,
a
if
pleasure
you want
talking.
after he ends his Hawk, man, stay on, and I'll give you some information.
All
to
right.
Get a hold of me and a few people.
Yeah.
And Kay is going to give me your information. So I've got her number. She'll send it to me. Okay.
All right.
Right on.
All right. Because this thing is going to happen. I just,
Right. I really think Jeremy would really, really benefit you right now. I think you guys would benefit each other because you both are trying to work along the same line.
Yeah, but I'm not, I'm not dumb enough to know, I don't need help. I need help. I mean, have you heard this voice? She doesn't always sound like this.
Sometimes I wake up like this and I'm like, I just want my fucking coffee.
Jesus Christ. And you tell me that you ain't a ginger with someone else's soul in you. Wow.
It's all good. It's fine. Right, Hawk?
I get that on Friday.
That scared the shit out of me because the face that was making that sound, that didn't look natural.
I'm sorry. All right, everybody. I'm gonna end the broadcast. Thank you all very much for hanging out. And
He said good night, folks.
And by the way, my dangerous.
Oh my God, it's like the fucking Exorcist, man. She's gonna be walking upside down like a spider here in a minute.
No. But anyways, yeah. So my appeal went through, everybody. So yeah, if you want to go back and watch my dangerous last stream.
Just kidding.
That is too creepy. All right.
I'm telling you, dude.
Good night. Good night.
Man,